Buying a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates through items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from JewelleryMaker. JewelleryMaker. Create, wear, share.
Our brand new Get Started with Jewellery Maker page has been created to provide help and guidance for jewellery making newbies. If you need design suggestions, hints and tips, or help with perfecting your jewellery designs, we're here to help. Head over to facebook.com/getstartedwithjm, where our talented in-house designers are happy to answer your jewellery making questions, offer inspiration, and get you started in your jewellery making journey. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Good evening, I'm very excited to be with you tonight. Good evening, I'm with Jen.
I might well come down on the 16th.
It is on. I swear to you, I haven't touched a button, it was on before. I think maybe Adam hadn't pressed the right button. I was on. Hi! You missed my lovely singing then, didn't you? How the devil are you? You're right. Do you know we've got free delivery? When you spent £35 with us today, then you don't pay your P&P. So make sure you spend at least £35. And with the amount you will get for £35 tonight, you're easily going to do it, and you're going to get loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of deals. We've got a fantastic team with us tonight. I've got Michael with us on cameras. He's having a little wave. I might as well say now because you've seen him, we've got Jem Hawkes.
Good evening.
I didn't put that ring on. Where's the ring?
I think that's still outside in the corridor.
I need the ring. Has Michael gone to get it? We also have directing everything that you see in front of you. It's Adam. It's going really well. Going really well. And then applauding Adam, it's the man in the hot seat whose shoulders it all falls on. It is Mr. Tom Stewart, and there's Michael has he gone in to get the chocolate brownies and flapjacks? We've got chocolate brownies and flapjacks for this evening. Now then, so tonight's show, we've got to warn you, we've got quite a lot of limited stock. We've also got probably some of the most in-demand strands and pieces and items within the business at the moment. We're really excited. We've got a beautiful array of findings, fabulous strands, brand new items, the most extraordinary kit at 7 o'clock and at 9 o'clock. But we're going to get kick-started. Do you fancy something under £1? Should we start with something that when I was doing my price comparisons on the internet for it, just before I came on air, I couldn't find one lower than 90. I think if you bought them I found them at 92 pence, thank you very much. There's also this amazing ring, I'll show to you very shortly. 92 pence, I think was the lowest price that I found it for. Would you like to start with something less than 90p? Okay, let's do it. Very good evening to all of you. I would say without a shadow of doubt you need to bulk by now if you're thinking of giving your jewellery as gifts, if you're thinking of selling your jewellery, or if you're like me and you're a little bit naughty and just all of your jewellery gets put in a drawer or just put on some places and you need a bit of organisation in life. This item of the purple organza gift bag, oh my goodness, it's perfect. equally, though, if you've seen any of Gemma Crow's designs over the years, she has taken this organza gift bag and turned it into the most extraordinary flowers and then used the black ribbon as well. So it's a lovely quality of material. We're talking about this 9-inch organza gift bag. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Now you can personalise them. If you have a look on the side here, all it says is handmade gemstone jewellery. There's no jewellery maker branding on there at all. So this is ready. You could actually put your Cerulean on there. You could put your stick on perhaps the Swarovskis and things. Evening, beautiful ladies. Lovely to see you, Lucy, and gorgeous Gem. Zoe, loads of love to you, my darling. Get ready for an evening of bargains and fabulousness. Good evening, Lucy, and everyone. Good evening, Angela. How are you, darling? Mwah. Adam just went, hello. And we're going to do this for 35 pence. 35p.
That's
35.
amazing.
We can't see them. I can't. Basically, I went on lots of wholesale websites and things as well. At 35 pence an organza gift bag. That is amazing. Amazing, amazing. DOGP74 is the code that you need for this item. I would seriously think about perhaps buying a lot of those all in one go.
I would definitely harvest those. They're brilliant for giving gifts outside of the JewelleryMaker remit. If you get one of those little miniature roses from the supermarkets, they're really beautiful, but they come in rubbish pots. Pop it in one of those, it's going to look really lovely.
That is such a good idea. And just think ahead, Christmas presents. Think ahead to all those times that you're giving gifts throughout the year. It's 35 pence for an organza gift bag. You pay dramatically more, like £1.99 for a tiny little cardboard bag. These are really, really fab. So 35p, well done, loads of you there. Oh, and if you can just see this, this is the most incredible deal coming up. Part of the second kit coming up at 9 o'clock. Right, most people seriously bulk buying on those ones. Congratulations. Now, we're going to go with this DVD. It's our first ever polymer clay DVD. I think this is one of the first DVDs that we filmed here at JewelleryMaker. And I think it is an incredibly comprehensive, clear, fabulous demonstration about how to get started with polymer clay. It's also an amazing way that, you know, if you've been dabbling with polymer clay over years and perhaps you've just forgotten about it, you've got a stash of it and you're thinking, oh, I don't know what I'm going to do with that, go for it. Now I've got loads of you coming in for this. They're usually $4.99 a disc. On this DVD that lasts an hour, you're going to have the introduction to polymer clay. We talk about lots of the essential tools, etc. that are required. Then there's various different techniques within the world of polymer clay that allow you to really then elaborate. Once you've got the essential techniques started, you need to, well then, once you've got those essential techniques done, you can do anything. You've then got the basic canes. It's £1. We're doing it for £1. It's usually $4.99. We're doing it for £1. You've got your kaleidoscope technique, how to do bead shapes, adding patterns and leftovers and finishing and how you do it. It's £1, folks. It's £1 for an hour-long DVD of incredibly clear polymer clay techniques. Where else could you have a workshop in your living room for £1? That's a whole hour. So it's not like you're watching it online or anything. You've got it right there, right before you. If you've got a little DVD player, if you're fortunate to have a workshop area, you've got it there and you have literally technique and a personal workshop at your fingertips for £1. It's £1. And absolutely, Adam, who's directing right now, has just said, stocking fillers. Maybe get a couple of those, one for yourself and if you know a friend who jewellery makes as well. Fabulous, fabulous. £1. Well done. Okay, let's go with this. There's quite a lot here at the show tonight. There's a lot. Now, this is a metre of 925 sterling silver curb chain. It's the Italian source and it's 1.7 millimetres in its thickness. You've got a metre here. Now, it should be at $12.95 rather. I've only got two. Final opportunities, so we're taking it to a clearance price this evening. It's $9.95 for a whole metre of 925 sterling silver chain. It's a case of first come, first served on that one. Final two in the business, MVIL03. There's only one now. Well done, Susie, my darling. Thank you very much. Oh, you little beaut. MVIL03. That is actually Tom has made me a coffee. Thank you, darling. Oh. Right, we're moving on. The gold one. Just bear with me 1 second. I don't seem to be able to... Oh, hang on a I'm sorry. Do you know why I couldn't see it? Because the shell pearl at the side of it is so enormous. Oh my, it's 30 inches. It's 30 inches. How often do we get asked for a 30-inch chain? Now, it should be £11.66. Someone's done a ridiculously low price on that before. We're going to take it even lower. These are the final two here at JewelleryMaker with a free phone number on 0800 644 655. And, of course, you can shop online on JewelleryMaker.com. It's £8.95. It's a 30-inch 925 sterling silver chain. I know, there's two left. Karina, check out your basket, my lovely. I've got an anonymous shopper there as well. £8.95. This is giving you a bit of a heads up about how the night is going tonight. Jane in Berkshire, it could be you, my lovely. Good luck. Don't know who that's going to. Okay, let's go to this This is fabulous. If you joined me on the show last night, I had the corresponding magnetic clasp to this. And this is the toggle clasp, which is it's so designer. Right, there's only 7. You've got a gold-plated cubic zirconia encrusted toggle clasp. Goodness me, do you know what? Do you know what I'm thinking? Use that as a pendant, get a couple of these. Can you imagine that for wedding cufflinks, for gents?
Amazing.
How, yeah.
And a great way to kind of tie the wedding party together.
Yes, yeah, bridesmaids with this as their pendant. £4.95, are you having a laugh? £4.95, 5 opportunities. Karen in Cornwall, producer Tom is going to be joining you in Cornwall tomorrow. Thursday. Are you packing tomorrow?
He's playing Spider-Man.
You're going hiking tomorrow, like Wonders? You're pretending to be Spider-Man tomorrow?
No, he's playing Spider-Man.
You're playing Spider-Man?
The game.
You're playing a game of Spider-Man? I'm like, you're playing Spider-Man? You're going to play?
The character is Spider-Man in the...
Or then I was like, you're playing against it. You're playing football with Spider-Man. You're playing a game of Spider-Man, and you're in charge of the show tonight. Concerning times, let's do that Late Show DVD Mega Deal special, and it's right here. These are the birthday ones, which were never supposed to be seen individually, and then we did them because people were begging for them at £9.95 each. So, let's see what there is. There's the wire work. This is your prong setting with our fabulous Claire McDonald. That is amazing. Then you've also got macrame, mixed media macrame with... Who's this man then? Who's this? Who's that? Is that one of the most famous gentlemen jewellery makers that there is? I think it is.
Second most.
Second most famous after you.
Yeah.
Is that what you mean, Michael? This is, of course, Mark Smith. And then the beading, statement beading. In fact, Jen, would you mind passing me the necklace behind you, my lovely? Thank you, darling. That's the one. And that's with our fabulous Hannah Osborne. And that is actually, you'll learn how to create this piece.
Oh, that's amazing.
Isn't it? Isn't it? Look. That's the flagship piece of that beading statement beading DVD, which shows you how to do a graduated collar, the vintage style choker, the tribal beard, and the beady bead. Tribal beard, is that what I said? Okay. I mean, whatever tickles your fancy. You've got on this one here, which is the macrame one, you've got the hoop earrings, boho chic. You're kidding me. Can I see the call screens, please? £9.95 for all three. For all three. Buy them. just buy them. £9.95 for all three. What should people do, Michael? What should people do? Just buy them.
Just get them.
Come and tell people what they need to do, Michael. This is Michael, everybody. This is Michael Wolf. He's very famous here at JewelleryMaker.
Everyone needs to get on the checkout train.
It's quite high pitched, really. I'm quite glad I was wearing an earpiece.
Sound like Popeye.
You sound like Popeye. Come here. We can do a good double act on this. So it's £9.95 for both of these. Okay, ready?
Everyone get on the checkout train.
Now do your Popeye little.
Oh, I'm Popeye the Sailor Man.
Oh, Popeye.
Oh, good.
Oh, but I can't have lost it.
That was good.
I used to be able to do it better. Oh, Popeye.
Oh, Popeye.
Oh, Popeye.
That's really good, yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Used to be better. I'll practice. £9.95. You can do Mickey Mouse. Okay. Lovely. Right, we're going to move on. That's £9.95 for all of those. Okay, where should we go to next? Oh, there's so much stuff on here. There's so much to get through. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to be doing these beading needles. Now, Jem, beading needles. Why do we need beading needles and the KO thread?
You need to use specific kind of needles when you're working with jewellery making because they have a squishy, collapsible eye to them. And if you use a darning needle, you'll end up shattering your beads if you're heavy-handed like I am. I don't tend to sew things. It's a good idea to not let me loose with those. But yeah, you need to have a particular kind of thread that's going to be strong and will pass through the beads a number of times. And you need those needles to help you achieve that look.
So with your KO thread, you've got the last 25 in the business, and we've got your needles there as well. It's £7.95 for both. £7.95 for both. Have a look at these. £7.95. DVXC 9-4. Well done, folks. Let's move on. Where are they? These are just, do you know what? Can I give a heads up to one of our deals later? Yeah. Can I show it? Because this is two of my absolute favourite gemstone opportunities and strands ever in one show. So we're about to do this kunzite strand. Oh my goodness. The size of these stones, the deal that there is on these, they are so beautiful. And then at 8 o'clock, I am so lucky to have these. Look at the mixed beryl strand and look at the two together. Look at this strand, it's ethereal and it's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So we're going to do the kunzite now. This strand will be at 8 o'clock, okay? So with this strand, you're looking at a gemstone that was sourced originally by the very most incredibly famous George Frederick Kunz, hence its name, kunzite. 0800 644 655. Do you know what other strand would look amazing with this? We're going to do this at the most ridiculous, less than, can I say that it's going under £5 later on? Yeah. I've said it now. We're going to go under £5 on this a little bit later on in the hour. This is the kunzite and it is just enormous. They're really, really, really big. So they go from an 8x7 up to a 10x8. That's 38 centimetres from gemstone to gemstone. They are beautifully tumbled. They're so organic and they are completely organic. They're completely natural. The South African source of kunzite is a really beautiful source because it's got that very delicate, almost an amethyst hue going on there. And if you think about the African gemstones that we're getting, if you think about the type of amethysts we're getting, it makes sense that from the depths of South Africa, there's still that beautiful purple tone present. And with this kunzite, you're seeing this very delicate lavender pink hue.
It's beautiful.
You're into them, aren't you? I can tell. Look at you.
I love those. I wear kunzite every day. And that's such a beautiful tone to capture within. You have the sort of the pinky tones, but then you have that lavender lilac coming through. It's gorgeous.
They've almost sold out. They've almost sold out. You are having a laugh. £14.95. Right, we've got to move on. Okay, don't forget then, coming up for you a little bit later, we've got the beryl coming up. Right, the snow. Oh, you can't pre-order till the next hour. I was about to ask that actually. These are utterly adorable. You need these, and yeah, Christmas is coming. Christmas is coming, whether you like it or not. Holidays are coming, holidays are coming. Always jewellery maker. Pardon? No, because it's already Christmas Day presenter and guests are already booked in well and truly. I know exactly what's happening Christmas Day. Oh yeah, yeah I do, yeah. I'm not revealing anything, don't worry. No, I know what's happening. FHRF 20. Look at those. So you're looking at a solid 925 sterling silver with these beautiful delicate cubic zirconia in, and they are screaming 1st December, pop up your Christmas tree and pop in the earrings. I got some gorgeous 925, I got some gorgeous snowflakes from here last year, and I put them in my ears on the 1st of December while I put up my Christmas tree, and I pretty much wore them I wore them on air. I wore them the whole of December. I adored them. Now, obviously, you can wear them whenever you want to. £7.95, you are going to get 3. Can you imagine, actually, a few of those packs? And a gorgeous bracelet. Right, Catherine, you're about to get yours there as well. Lots more of you on the line for those. It's a case of first come, first serve, and we're moving on. Okay, let's go with, is it the very large one? Wow, 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 wow. As soon as you look at this, you're probably thinking multi-strand pearl choker. We actually discussed on the show not long ago for the wedding of Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, of course, the choker that Camilla Parker Bowles was wearing, and I believe that it had a very large box clasp like this on the back. A final 6 of these. You are looking at a tongue and box clasp. Oh, hello. What? Tom's on his severe countdown to going on holiday. So you just give that a little squeeze. She said, I've just put nail oil on. There we go. And it just slides out as so. So you've got your 5 connectors there. It's 4 opportunities remaining. You've got your silver plated base metal. So cubic zirconia. You've got the 5 strand loops on the side. 0800 644 655. And it just clips in like that. 5 and final 2 remaining. This is so beautiful. We had a heart-shaped one yesterday as a clasp. It was within a kit. It was very, very similar. It went incredibly quickly. Now with this, it's actually a connector. Even though it's classified as a connector, I would most definitely use that myself as a pendant. That's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Sarah from Pretty Twisted Gems. Gem, lovely. Can I just say how amazing you're looking?
Well, pot kettle black. Because Sarah looks amazing as well. You do. You look absolutely stunning. So thank you very much. Big heart, big love. I appreciate it. But back at you, chick.
Michael. She didn't compliment you like that, did she? You're right.
I'm wearing a cap, that's why.
I think it's because he's wearing a cap. I wore a cap today.
Did you?
Quite enjoy wearing a cap. There we go. £4.95 on this. I'm not wearing a cap. Well observed. I'm not. But having washed my hair first thing this morning, I then had cap hair. Hence why it's up in a ponytail. Yeah. £4.95. Yeah, cap hair. No, I don't have cat hair. I didn't go like meow. Right, 10 chances, 9 chances, £4.95. Meow. That's fabulous. Look at the profile of that one. That is gorgeous. Big statement pieces. Where are they? Which ones are they? Those, the ivory ones. Yeah, the white. Yeah. That's enormous. They're enormous.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Sorry, can you say... You don't say... Michael's like... Hello. They're like mint imperials. They're enormous. These are enormous. They're amazing.
They're huge.
Right. We're looking at 2 metres. So basically, you're going to get 10 to 11 metres, approximately 200 pearls. Do you know what I would really love to do with this? If I was having a craft fair, I'd use no other gemstones. I'd make a point of only using these. And can you imagine? You could do 100 pair of earrings. You could do 200 single pendants. You could do loads of bracelets. You could. That would be incredible. That would be incredible. And let me just check here. Are they natural? Completely natural for 200 pearls, £39.95. For approximately 200 pearls, £39.95. Clearance off for the final 2 deals. That is amazing. 2 metres for £39.95. It's got to go to somebody. If you're the first person to call in, it could be going to you. If you're the first person to put it in your basket on JewelleryMaker.com, it could be going to you. And remember, it's free delivery. Actually, buy these today and you won't be charged delivery.
Amazing.
Buy these today and you're not even charged for delivery. There's one deal left. Right, moving on. I don't know who that will go to. I think that was what was still available. Now have a look at these. You see, getting in that Christmassy, snowy feel, perhaps with those lovely little snowflake charms, those little snowflake connectors. Now these are all your sea beads, so all of the brand of the Mayuki, and they are your white AB, your pale peach, and transparent crystal. Are you talking about what role you'd play if you were in the Nativity? What role did you play? Were you Joseph? One year, producer Tom, 1 year he was Joseph, next year he was a tall tree. Michael, Nativity, what were you?
One of about 20 angels.
One of about 20 angels.
Yes.
We had quite an alternative play. I was a bear.
Okay, okay.
If you could be a bear, why not be a bear?
You were third innkeeper, were you, Adam? Yeah. Story of my life. I was, who's still my best friend now. Tom's, do you know what? I feel like maybe that's why, because then when I did my first professional panto when I was 6, no, that was years before, with Denise Nolan and Melvin Hayes, I was a leaf. I was a leaf. I've still got my pair of green ballet shoes now, and they dyed them, and they dyed them so much that they didn't fit. And I still own them now. Anyway, and I had to wear them. I was a leaf. There you go. £7.95. Who knew you were in such presence of such greatness? Absolutely. These are the wonderful white CBs, and congratulations to all of you who got those. Okay. They are beautiful. They are beautiful. You know, we were discussing chrysocolla just before we came on air. We had a massive discussion about it. Actually, now it's here. Look, 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 look. Oh. Oh, hello. That is gorgeous. So these are your chrysocolla graduated faceted rondelles. 2x1 up to a 4x3, and that's a 32 centimetre strand. We've got that wire coming up a little bit later, and I have to say, actually, I'm going to tell you a little bit something with the. Oh, I was thinking with the silver and the white. I'll wait till I show you what's coming up later. 36 carats. This ring's amazing. 36, £9.95 for 36 carats of chrysocolla, which and it's from the Congo. This is just absolutely stunning. I'd actually quite like to recreate the design of ring that you've done here.
It would be beautiful.
You could almost do an alligator.
That
or something
would be
with it. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Or a lizard
gecko.
or a turtle.
I'd like to do a gecko with that.
A
with
gecko.
With the chrysocolla.
A frog.
Poisoned up frog. Be cute.
A little poison frog.
Yeah.
I told you yesterday night I was camping at the weekend for a friend's wedding, and we woke up to the sound of our friends 2 tents down yelping with their 11-month-old who was about to eat a toad. It'd obviously been in their tent with them all night, and he just went.
Give you warts.
Yeah, they're vegetarian as well, so I really wouldn't have got down well. Pardon?
Give you warts.
Eating a toad would give you warts.
Touching a toad gives you warts, apparently.
Touching a toad gives you warts. I think we might need to have a chat. I think that's possibly how you don't get warts, but anyway. Right, just before we move on to this, I know we've got the other chrysocolla, but these have arrived now with me in the studio, and I have to show them to you. The first kit in tonight's show features. So I've been here for 8 years, right? And I think I've probably seen every strand that goes through the business. So I feel very qualified to say this is the best rose quartz we've ever had in the business. Yeah. And the thing is, there's quite a lot of you out there who've been watching since the day the channel started. And you also will be, and you've probably seen more strands than I have, very qualified to know that this is the best rose quartz that's ever come into the business, and we've got it as part of the kit. And oh, did I tell you it's a 98 centimetre strand? Did I mention that? 98 centimetre strand. Oh, look at the clarity of this. Coming up for you in the kit at 7 o'clock. Okay, let's move on to what's on your screen at the moment, to the chunky nuggets. chunky. And actually, I'd quite like to look with the copper. Look at that with the copper. Jem, that's so you, that's so you,
Oh, yes,
that's so
please.
you.
That's glorious. Lovely combination of colours.
Now, it should be £24.95. Should be. But we're not going to stay anywhere near that. Look at the size of them. Big statement cocktail pieces. Fabulous pieces in a pendant. £19.95. You're looking at approximately 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 on the strand. They are enormous. Enormous. ZCRU53. I think they're probably the biggest Chrysler colour that we've ever had in the business, aren't they? Okay, lots of you grabbing those on the website. Well done. Okay, now let's do these, because something like this is something that you probably, it's not necessarily on your agenda to buy today, but you might just be a couple of pounds off your £35 and then you get free delivery, because if you spend £35 today, you won't pay post and packaging. So you might as well go for it. And just get yourself a fabulous big parcel, a big collection coming your way. That's why I was clearing off the board, wasn't it? And grab these. So these are gold-plated tubes. And something like this is just, they're 925 sterling silver. They're going to add value. Whether you like it or not, they're going to add value to the jewellery making. Now, they are measuring 1 by 7 millimetres. That said, I reckon you'd easily get your 0.8 through there. I'm wondering if you'd get a 1mm wire through there, you know.
I think it depends on whether the 1mm is the inner or the outer diameter.
I'm thinking
However,
it's the inner.
I know what they work really well on.
Go on.
Memory wire.
Really?
And then you've got these, it turns it into almost like a coin shape. If you imagine a 50p piece has got, what, 7 sides? I don't know, I've never counted. It's got lots of sides. But you get these little 7mm bars of the gold on the memory wire in between your gemstones. So you're extending your gemstones, but what touches the skin is precious metal. And I love that.
Yeah, that's a really, really good point. I'm just trying here. I'm pretty sure. Tom, do you possibly have the details to hand of the antique bronze wire bundle that we've got coming up? I think that's a 0.6. Yeah, that's a 0.6. I've got the 0.6 through there, no probs. We'll do the bundle next, actually. Okay, so you're going to get 10 of these tubes. They are a 925 sterling silver and they're £3.95. Basically, you just add them onto your order, don't you?
Absolutely. I would definitely grab a couple of packs of those.
I'm thinking more like 6, 7. Well, I'm thinking ahead, actually, to some of the designs that we had for last Christmas. These would fit really nicely into some of Alison Tarry's designs that she did with the baubles and things, and some of Mark Smith's designs, actually, as well, and Jim McCroe's.
And how luxurious would that be?
Yeah, really luxurious. They'd work really nicely with your first kit.
They would.
Isn't our sterling silver different to everyone else's, though?
How do you mean, is our sterling silver different to everybody else's? No, darling.
I think, oh, it's not?
Because, no, because sterling silver is sterling silver. 95 sterling silver is 95 sterling silver is 95 sterling silver. Regardless of where you get it from. Did you just want me to say my little phrase?
A little bit,
Had you missed it? Had you missed it? You little cringeworthy noodle head. Right, okay, let's move on. I just called you a cringeworthy noodle head on live TV.
That's my next t-shirt.
Right, let's do... You get all of it. 1, 2, 3. Half round, okay. 4, 5. Forgot how to count then. 6. You're going to get all of this. Right, let me just be really clear. You'll get 10 metres of antique bronze copper in the 0.4. That's that one there. You'll get 10 metres of the bare copper, 1.5. That's my favourite to hammer, and I love doing gents jewellery with that, and I love making bare copper rings with that, and then patina. Ace, love it, love it, love it. Then you've got antique bronze half round, 0.8. Then you've got the antique bronze square, 0.6. Then you've got the silver plated copper half round, 0.8. And then you've got the silver plated copper square, 0.8. This is absolutely bonkers, right? If you love wire, you're gonna want this right now. In fact, Just before we bring the price in, would you mind? Can we just have a very quick glance at Gems Jewellery? Because Gems Jewellery would work with all of this wire. You could actually bring in a different colourway to go with the rose quartz, to go with the pearls. And there she's used the yellow gold, but you could bring in the antique bronze, you could bring in the silver, all using the wire. That's coming up. That's all from one kit. That's all from our first kit at 7 o'clock. And all of the wire tonight is £17.95, but all of it. All of this, your platter is £17.95. A smorgasbord of wire. 0800 644 655. The code is HFXC68. They are amazing. And it's your wire wonders. 7 varieties. Okay, we're going to move on. Well done on that. That was a corker. These little carnelians, you know, carnelian, I said it on the show last night actually, it's my favourite gemstone to use for this time of year where we're going into autumnal tones and the colour of maple leaves. And oh, gorgeous. Have a look at these. They are so beautiful. So beautiful. And equally, actually, the combination of fire and ice.
It is, it's perfect. I adore the variation there.
Do you like that?
That looks amazing.
That's going to be a really striking combination.
I love carnelian. It's got so much to give.
It's got so much to give. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. It's that deep integrity of its richness of colour. 8 carats, 2mm faceted rounds. And actually that would look so beautiful. Simply, I'd probably put that on a wire and just wear it around the neck.
It's ever so easy to work with, and carnelian is one of those gemstones that makes me feel warm and comfortable and fuzzy and happy. Never really been into orange as a flat tone, but because carnelian has got those different tones within, there's leaping flames, there's burning embers, it is perfect for this time of year. And there's a gorgeous tree in my garden, which is a Japanese acer, and as it starts to turn, it really does go those tones.
I love acers.
Beautiful.
Can you believe it? It's £6.95. When not only is that a genuine gemstone, but it's then been taken to the workshops in Jaipur in India and hand cut and faceted, every single one, and drilled and put onto that chandelier, and it's £6.95. I've just realised that carnelian is the first gemstone I was ever given after a crystal healing.
Okay.
Crystal healing when I was, gosh, I must have been about 20 and went for a psychic reading that involved crystal healing as well. And that's the first gemstone I was ever given. Never put carnelian near money as well. Keep it away from money. It changes the energy. And if it does, rinse it with water.
I didn't know that. You're supposed to keep your citrine with your money, aren't you?
Put your citrine with your money. Oh yes, citrine with your money, carnelian, keep it away. Yeah, you want to make sure when it's quite nice to just rinse it with water and keep it pure of any monetary. It just picks up different energies quite easily, and when you think about the amount of money and different energies that that money's passed through.
Yeah,
Is that
definitely.
Put carnelian with citrine?
Or you can put carnelian with citrine. Just don't put your citrine with your. Don't put carnelian anywhere near money.
So you wouldn't make a carnelian money clip is the crux of the matter.
Or you wouldn't keep your carnelian if it was for crystal healing purposes in your purse. Right, let's move on to the gold-plated silver, sterling silver, rose gold, I can't even talk. Rose gold. Those. Get these. It's £3.95. Simple silk, black silk. Pop those on, not either side, slide it on, done. Final chance, £3.95, gone. Okay, let's do the crimp beads. Okay, these are gold, and even though they're referred to as crimps, I'd use them as spacer beads without a shadow of a doubt. Have a look. Hey, look at the hole in those. Hey.
What's it?
Hey, you. What's hay from? Well, in my world, it's from Hey Dougie at the moment, which is a children's cartoon. So, these are, you get 20 in a pack. They're gold-plated 925 sterling silver crimp tubes. Are you getting a cold, Michael?
I'm at the end of the card.
You're at the end of a card. Okay. Ah, Michael, he's doing a double shift and he's got a cold. He's on the end of it.
I've done more doubles than Tom since I've been here.
Right, go and have a flapjack, you'll be fine. I bought flapjacks and brownies, you'll be fine. HBRF16 is going to get a flapjack. It's the first time. Oh yeah, can someone pass him the flapjack? Don't let him put it in the tub. Don't let him put his hand in the tub. HBRF16, it's all right, everybody. Michael's having a flapjack, he'll survive. £3.95. If you're feeling a bit, what's your go-to food?
Ooh, strawberries. I really love strawberries. I genuinely, yeah. If I'm feeling a bit strawberries.
And yours is Thai curry, Adam. What's yours, Tom? He's just currently eating. Michael's antibacterial in his hands. I quite like, my go-to for a meal would be a chicken Kiev and peas. Quite like a chicken Kiev. I haven't had chicken Kiev in ages. But if I was just going to sit on the sofa, dirty white toast with proper butter on.
What about Marmite? Are you a Marmite lover?
No, I don't like Marmite, but I'm sort of can't stop eating Twiglets when it's Christmas. It's weird.
What about a Finder's crispy pancake on a sandwich?
What about a Finder's crispy pancake on a sandwich? No. A Finder's crispy pancake. What's a fried bentos pie? Yeah, other kinds of pies are available. Right, let's go to the 925 sterling silver two-tone date. I have this. It's just beautiful. And I actually bought it for a friend's wedding to wear as a headdress. And we all clip them in our hair for the evening. Because if you have a look on the ends here, can you see? You've got your two loops. Now you can either pop your clasp on there or a hairpin. Yeah. I think it's this is my, how many have we got left? If there happen to be any left, can you make sure you pop the code to one side for me, please? I'll have this. It's beautiful. I think it's going to sell out. It's beautiful. Absolutely love it. Should be that, I think I paid more than that. £13.46. Okay, here we go. We're going to go to a clearance price on it. 40 centimetres of 95 sterling silver. Do you know what?
Oh!
That was fantastic, that was.
You know, there's a really famous charm company out there, and their charms start around about the £20 mark. And as soon as you get a little touch of 925, that you get 9 carat yellow gold, little like dot on it, they jump up to like £40 plus.
I'm just wondering if you could get a 40 centimetre chain, just a chain, for £7.95.
Yeah, good point.
Of that sort of weight and solidity, because it's a nice chain.
There's 9 daisies on there as well. You can actually take them apart as well. You can take that, you can deconstruct that.
So that's 4 pairs of earrings and a lovely drop pendant.
I really don't want that to sell out because I genuinely want those. It's going to sell out. That's irritating.
Did I hear that right? I'm so excited. I can't wait to see this.
You ain't getting it. We've got limited stock. So we had a strand of star dioxide on the show last night and we couldn't see the star on the camera and in front of us. So I'm intrigued. Can you see the star on the camera? Oh. Yeah. Adam then brought me his phone and completely ruined it. That's so annoying. That's so annoying. Right, hang on. Let me shade it. Oh, that's so irritating.
But you can see the silks which cause the asterism. And I can't find my torch, I'm afraid. Oh, that's amazing.
That is this cabochon. Now, it should be £17.95. Do you know how incredibly rare that phenomenon is that's taking place with that asterism on there? We're looking at the final opportunities now. This is an incredible deal, £14.95. I would say if you want it, I'd grab all of those if you could. And remember, if you paid, once you spent £35 with us today, P&P is...
free!
I'm free.
Do you know, it's so easy to ruin a black star diopside when you're crafting it, because just 0.5 millimetre too deep and you don't get the perfect angle to see that asterism.
And so this has been cut to absolute perfection to bring out that natural asterism, that star that you're seeing there. Okay, how is it 6:45? That means we're just over 15 minutes away from, you see at the bottom of your screen just here, that is a 98 centimetre strand of the finest calibre of rose quartz we've had in the business. It's part of our first kit of the night tonight, and we've... Why?
Oh,
We've got less than 100 in stock. Why? But why? Yes, Tom, I feel exactly the same. He's doing an action that very much indicates he thinks that was a very silly decision to only create that many, but hey, it's exclusive. Right, where should we go to next, my lovely? Should we do the shell pearl because it's massive? Yeah. This is amazing. This is amazing. There's no rules, do what you want. All right, trash the price of this one, please. I'm not on a tight leash. I'm into yellow. I was wearing a yellow jumper, wasn't I? Wearing a yellow jumper.
It really suits you.
Do you know, I think there's a shade of yellow for everybody. I do. That's lovely. Even Banana Man. Banana Man. There's a blast from the past.
Do you remember Supergran?
Yes!
Billy Cornell.
Supergran!
That was superb, wasn't it?
Supergran! Hey! To everybody Scottish out there who I've just insulted with my accent, I do apologise. Shut up, Adam. MJP004. Now this is a lemon shell pearl. So a shell pearl is reconstituted shell in order to look like a pearl, and you can't facet you can't facet a shell, and you can't facet a pearl, but you can then create a faceted shell pearl. So they are...
Faceted shell pearls.
I've just realised that... Oh my word, okay, the price on these, but where's that strand that's coming up? Just alternate the two. Oh, and then bring in the daisy chain in the mix. Isn't that adorable?
That's beautiful.
£5.95 on this shell pearl. They're absolutely, truly enormous, and you're going to be getting approximately 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 19, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 35, approximately 35 of those on the strand. It works out at 17 pence per bead, and it is a genuine gemstone. And right now we're going to do our start buy. Mark Smith, our designer Mark Smith, if you are watching, you will want to bulk buy this. And the reason I say that is because he has an eye for absolute symmetry. The beauty of shell pearl is, unlike a natural pearl, unless you are paying thousands and thousands per pearl, you aren't going to get perfect symmetry with a natural pearl. With a shell pearl, however, you can achieve just that. And if you love seed bead work, then the shell pearl is the one to go for, because it falls in line with seed beads for absolute symmetry. So you can continue on your patterns and they will fall completely beautifully and completely in line, because there's no differentiation of sizes at all or colour. Exactly what you'd expect from a seed bead. These are beautiful. They're an essential purchase. They will go with anything. You can use them as a spacer. You can create your own beady beads. You can use them for earrings, bracelets, necklaces, you name it. They'll work. Beautiful as well with fascinators. Work beautifully with Swarovski crystals. And I think, quite frankly, you need them in your life. I've said that for a while.
I miss it when you don't.
Do you? I don't know. I think it's just a bit irritating now. Right, they are absolutely beautiful. They're adorable. Can you imagine them with a Swarovski bicone?
Oh, that would be beautiful. Do you know I pop them with the jet? Or the black diamond, which is the sort of the translucent one.
Yes.
They would look amazing.
Yeah.
A little 4mm bicone, absolutely perfect. Absolutely. Also,
yes, yeah. Oh, hello, we're busy, we're busy. Now, just how truly delicately pretty and feminine is that? It's feminine without being too girly. It's classy, there's a classic look there. We have got so many people, and I would say more people are multi-buying than not, that have got this so far. So the strand that you see before you is on offer tonight. It's going to the lowest price ever. It'll become it's on a first come first serve basis. We've got an all right stock quantity, but not as many as we probably would need to meet demand. So it's a case of first come first serve. Right. It might be the case that you are just a few pounds off spending £35 with us tonight, and when you hit that £35 mark over the day, you don't pay your postage and packaging. How much is this again, Tom? BX GP 86. How much is post and packaging? £3.95. Oh, so if you're not paying your post and packaging, you might as well get this then. Go for it. It's like a free gift that you weren't expecting. £3.95 BXGP 86. Go for it. I've got people in Cumbria and Dumfries and Galloway and Somerset and Lincolnshire, in Perth and Kinross and Wrexham and Scottish Highlands, in Pembrokeshire, in Essex, County Dublin, Cornwall, Worcestershire, Glamorgan, another Cornwall, Hampshire, loads of Berkshire, Greater London, Greater Manchester, Staffordshire, Bedfordshire, Cambridgeshire, East Lothian, County Tyrone, Berkshire, Greater Manchester. Go for it. They are just adorable. Are you drawn to them?
I am. It's the perfection, I think, that makes them so very attractive.
Yeah.
Really, really beautiful strand, and it's going to work, as you say, because you have that perfection. It's going to work in all of your designs, isn't it?
Yeah, they are. I'm really thinking an additional to go with the kit, because that kit that we've got coming up at 7 o'clock goes such an incredibly long way anyway that you just pop in one additional strand like this, and you're probably easily you could get.
There's
out
so
of
much.
one strand like this, you could actually get. I'm just trying to think how many. I'm trying to do maths. That's why I'm stalling. I'm trying to do maths. You're going to be looking around about 90 beads on there, aren't you? Going to be looking around about 90 beads.
I'm trying to do maths also, and it's not my strong point.
80. Oh, we're both like, Can we work that out? What is that actually, please? Can someone work that out with a calculator, please?
38 divided by 0.04. So 95?
95.
Yeah.
I said about 90. Check me out. Just call me Carol Boardman. So, I mean, 45 pairs of earrings. I envision Carol Boardman. Or what's the one? Rachel Riley. I wish. She, yeah, by that reaction, you quite like Rachel Riley.
What reaction? No, I was itching
You
my
weren't
thighs.
itching your thighs at
Itching
all.
my thigh.
That was very much a club style thing.
Oh, hello, Joe in Cornwall. Where in Cornwall are you, my darling? Christine in Malaga. I'm always jealous when you call in from Malaga. Anyone in St Ives? Well, that's where Tom is heading off day after tomorrow for a week and a half with family. A week and a half. I've got a message for Michael. Michael is lush. Does he have a mystery box tonight?
Tom
please?
wrote that. Tom wrote that mystery box.
Mystery box.
What's in the
No, that's
box?
Tom sending the message.
Do you sing the mystery box song? Do you have a mystery box song?
No.
No? I can. I'll give you a little mystery box song in the break. It was composed by my husband. Well, he didn't write the tune; he wrote the libretto. It will all become clear. Right, let's move on. Please let me move on. Which one? Sorry, lovely. Would that be all of that? All of it? The whole... I love this. Sheila or Linda, our resident designers, if either of you are watching, or Jan Dwyer, our pearl experts here and regular fans. Well, I don't know anyone who isn't a fan of a pearl. Sorry, Jem's trying to say something really discreet to me, but you are.
the piece that's on the bust in the middle of the desk here, recreated in those. Oh,
You could
my
have just said
gosh.
it. Instead, she was doing this. You what? What? We're all friends. You can just say it. Yes. Yes, because you've got all the graduations of sizes. Absolutely. I remember the DVD for that one comes in a pack of 3 of the birthday DVDs, usually £9.95 each. £9.95 3. 3 tonight. Go for it. Should still be available if you're having a look on the website. If not, you can give the call centre a call. So, 5 metres of these multicolour freshwater culture pearls. They're all completely natural, and you're looking at, look. Oh, okay, we've only got 3. Could I have a look at this specification sheet, please? Thank you. I just want to get the details for you. Yeah. Okay, it's not there. No, I haven't got anything there. I haven't got it? No. No. Okay, yeah. Okay, you've got 1 metre of 3 to 4 millimetre, 2 metres of 6 to 7 millimetres, and 2 metres of 8 to 9 millimetres. Amazing. 5 metres in total. So that's 1 metre of 3 to 4 millimetres, 2 metres of 6 to 7 millimetres, and 2 metres of 8 to 9 millimetre pearls. Oh my goodness, what a corker of a deal. The first one's going to Yorkshire. Well done to you. We've got 2 more of these available. Thing is, with this purchase, free delivery, because you hit your £35 mark, so you're going to get free delivery. Plus, you get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so just get it. That is an extraordinary opportunity when you think about the price of one single necklace. And how long the length would you usually use in centimetres for a necklace, do you think, Jem?
Oh, probably about 35 centimetres. By the time you've added a clasp and maybe a little bit of chain at the back, you don't need to be overly extravagant to make a full neck piece.
So really, you're going to be looking, with 5 metres, probably about 11 necklaces.
Absolutely.
12 necklaces.
Yep.
Amazing. Okay, can I give you a heads... Are we doing an item, or are we going to give a bit of a heads up? Okay, so, pre-order. Oh, the today's must-have. Let me show you this. Coming up for you straight after the bake, we're going to regroup, eat a lot of flapjacks, eat a lot of chocolate brownies, and get excited for this kit. Without a shadow of a doubt, this is by far the most superior rose quartz we have ever had on the channel. You know that, I know that. This is a 98 centimetre strand, and it's coming in one of the most sensational kits. You're going to learn how to do lots of techniques for the kit with the fabulous talent that is Gem Hawkes. I love her. When we come back from the break. If you've got any questions for her and you're watching live at 7 o'clock on this Tuesday evening, is it? Oh gosh, of course it's the 11th, isn't it? Then please do text in to 60777. Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere, and don't forget, of course, when you spend £35 with us today, it's free P&P. So we'll look forward to adding to your order on the other side of this.
Did you know that when you book a Jewellery Maker workshop, you're given exclusive access to our Jewellery Maker shop? You can browse through special items and offers, be privy to selected discounts and deals that you can't get at any other time. Shop whilst you learn and grab yourself some amazing offers. For more information on workshops and available dates, contact our call centre. Did you know that when you book a Jewellery Maker workshop, you're given exclusive access to our Jewellery Maker shop? You can browse through special items and offers, be privy to selected discounts and deals that you can't get at any other time. Shop whilst you learn and grab yourself some amazing offers. For more information on workshops and available dates, contact our call centre.
Here at
at JewelleryMaker, we're always making improvements to give you a better shopping experience. We've recently upgraded our website to make it more user-friendly and easier to navigate around. We now have the guest checkout function, which allows customers to check out quickly without creating an account. Our homepage now informs you with what's currently live on the show, recently aired items, and today's deal of the day. We've improved our website navigation and added new categories to help customers quickly find the products they want. Our online range is growing fast with over 7,000 products available for you to purchase. And don't miss out on hundreds of brand new clearance lines with more added every week. Happy shopping with JewelleryMaker. Create, wear, share. Love JewelleryMaker but don't have an account? You can now purchase items on the JewelleryMaker website through our guest checkout. To do so, select the products you wish to purchase and head over to the shopping basket. Simply enter your email address and select Continue as Guest below. After this, the checkout process is simple. Select your quantity and delivery option and then check out securely. Enter your billing details and either a credit card or PayPal account and proceed to payment. From here, you still have the option to create an account if you wish, making shopping online easier for you. JewelleryMaker. Create, wear, share.
Hi everybody, I've got some exciting news to share with you. Oh, so this is how it's going to be.
Don't worry.
Hi everybody, I've got some really exciting news to share with you. I've got some really exciting news to share with you. I'll be able to tell. Oh. Hello everybody, I've got some really exciting news to share with you. I can't tell you very much about it now, but if you can join me on the 15th of September, I can tell you more about my London workshop. It's exclusive and it's never been seen before, so I hope you can join me then.
Hello everybody, that was my fault. That was my fault. So 1-1, me and Adam. Right, here at JewelleryMaker, we very much pride ourselves in not just giving you the fantastic product, but giving you the knowledge. And the best way to start is always with a kit, because it's the comprehensive ingredients for making a final result. And you will see the final results in a moment of what you can achieve when you get these ingredients. It's the most fabulous kit tonight. And the price of it, well, you know what? This is what I want to do. If you're genuinely interested in this kit, get ready to start dialing the second those graphics come on screen, and get ready to put it in your basket the second those graphics come on screen, even before you see the price. And the great thing is, if you confirm your purchase and you change your mind, you can always cancel your order, you can always send it back. But I'm telling you now, you are going to want to be there. The strand alone is what I thought the price of the whole, the whole kit is the price that I thought this single strand was going to be. So I want to focus everything, first of all, on this beautiful strand. We're looking at a gemstone called rose quartz. Now, quartz is in abundance in the world. It's not one of the rarest gemstones, but the difference between a rose quartz that you would see typically on the high street. So, I'm going to just backtrack a second. So, quartz is available in abundance. When you go on the beach, when you start having a look around and you start foraging through pebbles and things, I love it, and just seeing what's there, you will come across little pieces of quartz. Depending on where you are, particularly on the south coast, if you're near the cliffs, etc., then you'll be able to find little pieces of quartz. Very, 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 very different to be able to find a rose quartz. And if you were to find that on a beach, you'd probably be in some exotic location. And then it's different when it then becomes a gemstone quality. So you're not just looking at a piece of rough material that's been found and it's cloudy. I mean, I adore cloudy rose quartz anyway. But to get the clarity of this is quite incredible. Now, I was having a look at some jewellers before we came on air, and actually a jeweller that in the town where I live, and they're a high street chain, they have a very dinky, beautiful, dinky pair of rose quartz dangly earrings at the moment. 2 tiny, tiny little rose quartz on shepherd hooks. That's it, and then £19.99.
Oh gosh.
Okay. 2 tiny rose quartz,
Okay.
then £19.99 on sterling silver. But you know what? If you're looking for a little gift for your sister, for your mum, for your auntie, for a loved one, for a friend, but actually £19.99 for a 925 sterling silver genuine gemstone pair of earrings from the high street. I think that's a really good price, don't you?
It is, absolutely.
Don't you think? What do you think? So probably the amount of close, if you can imagine 2 of those on each earring, on a 925 sterling silver headpin and a shepherd hook in a high street jewellers for £19.99, I think, you know what? Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised, and sometimes you see things at the jewellers and it takes your breath away for the wrong reason, and that wouldn't be that occasion, would it? You'd be thinking, oh, okay, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. So, this is a 98 centimetre strand, and the rose quartz are a... What size are they, sorry, lovely? They're 5mm. Okay. So 98 centimetres. So you're basically looking at 200 and... Sorry, no you're not. Looking at 190... I'm going completely bonkers here. 98. You're looking around about 200 beads, aren't you? You're looking around about 200.
So many.
Oh, I love Michael's box. All right, Sarah. Right, lovely. Good for you, Sarah. Good for you. I think you're probably referring to the mystery box that's going to be coming up a little bit later in the show. Right, so we're looking at approximately 200 of these, so 100 pairs or 50 pairs of those earrings, yeah? They are, as we classified genuine gemstones, with clarity, colour, carat weight and the cut. They've got it all going on. The clarity of these is sublime, it's superb. And the price of the whole kit, I am blown away that you can even get this strand for. It's a 98 centimetre strand. You're going to be getting the wire as well, and the graphics are coming on screen. You need to be going for it. You need to be going for it. You need to be going for it. Go for it right now. This is a brand new strand of the rose quartz rounds. Go for it, go for it, go for it. You are also going to be getting, I just had to double check there, you are also getting for the price 7x6mm genuine freshwater culture pearls, and then you're getting 4 meters of champagne gold colour silver plated copper wire at 1mm and 10 meters in the champagne gold colour silver plated copper wire at 0.4. You're getting it all of it. Right, let's see who's getting interested on the phone lines and putting it into their baskets. If you're genuinely interested, put it into your basket right now. Let's see who's going for this. Zoe, Karen, Bev, congratulations. I've got loads of you there. Tish and Paul, Francis and Sue, loads of anonymous shoppers. If you're genuinely interested, jump on the line right now. Put this into your basket now, because I swear to you, for the price of the rose quartz alone, this deal is amazing. You're going to get the pearls, you're going to get the wire, and just so you know, if you only buy this alone tonight, you won't qualify for free delivery, so I've already indicated it's going to be less than £35. Spend £35 for this today and you'll get free P&P as well. So go for this, get yourself some other goodies, have a great parcel arriving in a couple of days, and it's £24.95. We're blown away. Now the bad news is I don't have enough quantity for tonight. I'm so sorry. Over half of stock's already gone. So Patricia, Danielle, loads of people on the phone lines. Press your option 1. Karen and Vicky and Sandra and Ray and Julia, loads more anonymous shoppers there, and Kath and Angela and Claire. Press that buy now button if you're on the phone lines. Press the option 1, speak to the call centre. £24.95, well done Darlene and Paul, you've got yours there, and Sonia, you've got it, Deborah, you've got it, Valerie, you've got it. Julie, you've got it. Kelvin, you've got it. Tish, you got it. Sue got it. Lots of anonymous shoppers got it. Francis got it. Karen got it. Bev got it. Angela, you're about to get it. Check out your baskets. Karen, you're about to get it as well. Patricia, you're about to get it. Danielle's about to get it. Angela's just confirmed hers. Make sure you're confirming your purchase. You've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. $24.95 for this kit is ridiculously good. It's so ridiculously good. The quality of those pearls, the calibre of the layers of the nacre there, go for it. And Neela, you're there as well. One of my regulars, I've not seen you for a while. How are you, my darling? Hi, Kay, and Kerry, and Catherine, and Christine. Go for it. It is just too good a deal to miss out on. Right, should we head over and see what the Gemster... Oh, here we go. This is when I lose all my technical Ujima flip-flopness now. Hang on. What... Do you know, it's the amount you've made and the fact you've not held back, have you? You've not held back. You could have been a bit more frivolous with the gemstones. You've been incredibly indulgent in pieces, and still, from this kit alone, you have achieved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces of jewellery. The fact that you were showing me 8 fingers there and I completely ignored it. Well done, Lucy. Well done.
It's all good. It's all good. I was very extravagant with some of the pieces, with the gemstone carat weight in each one.
Oh,
especially
we're close to sell out.
The necklace with the feather decal on it. I thought was really cute.
Can we get a little bit more up close and personal with these ones, please? Is this one you're demoing? Is that why I have that one?
Well, I'm going to do the earrings that match this piece,
Perfect,
but the
okay.
technique is going to be exactly the
Pop
same.
that one over there. You can see it
Should I
all
pop that
together.
at the far end or
Just there. It's brilliant. Thank you, my darling.
There we go.
So, talk us through what you've done as the camera zooms in on your designs. Love it.
Okay, well, I really like to bring nature in designs. So it's kind of a petal, it's kind of a leaf. If you really wanted it to be a feather, it could be a feather. It's open to interpretation, but I like the smoothness of the lines. And that, as I say, is going to be very similar to the piece that we're going to recreate.
And all of it made from the kit.
Everything made from the kit.
No cheeky extras, nothing at all.
What I have done is created some jump rings with the 1mm wire and used those in the goddess style. So everything is
amazing.
From the kit,
And then you've just got a bit of beading thread in there.
Yes.
And if you haven't got beading thread, I probably shouldn't advocate and tell you this, but when I started making jewellery, for a number of years, I used my dad's fishing wire. So if this is the first kit that you were going to buy from us, and you can just get your hands on some fishing wire at home, you can make this.
That does knot quite nicely, doesn't it? So you can knot with
It's really
with
similar to
fishing
your
line.
wire filament, and actually there are beading threads out there that are made by the same people that make fishing wire. So basically, you can get this kit tonight, having never made a piece of jewellery before in your life. If you've got the threading material at home, you can now, there's no hidden extras here. You can make all of it. That's it. Amazing. For $24.95. We are about to sell out, so Danielle, Sandra, Ray, Kath, Angela and Claire and people on the phone lines, do check out your baskets as soon as you can. You've even made a ring.
Just a ring with one of those pearls, and those pearls are absolutely magnificent. It's, in my mind, it would have been like a $12.95, a $14.95 strand of pearls. I thought we were looking at $24.95 alone for the strand of rose quartz, and then wire on top. I was kind of adding up in my head to be sort of £45 or so.
Well, that ring alone, how much would you sell that ring for? Bearing in mind that is a genuine natural fresh horticulture pearl.
Bare minimum would be £10 with a pearl in a simplistic design like this, which doesn't take terribly long, doesn't take a lot of materials, and that would be at a fair to middling craft event. If I was going to sell that in a boutique, it would be north of that. And that's very realistic. That is a price that I regularly get for the jewellery, so it's not a Fantasyland price.
There you go, and that could be happening to you. Hello, Linda, my darling. Make sure you're checking your baskets out. Danielle, you just popped yours in your basket. Check your baskets out. We are going to sell out very soon. Okay, so we've looked at the nature-inspired pieces. I love that.
So simple. It's basically 2 strands of beading thread side by side, and you link the jump rings around both of the threads either side of a rose quartz. It's so easy to make.
That is so cool.
They are lovely.
That is so cool, isn't it? And you just made your own jump rings. Which gauge of wire did you use
that
for those?
would be the 1mm.
The 1 mil?
Yeah,
Fab.
which many jump rings are crafted with anyway.
Yeah,
so,
fab. So there's your bangle bracelet there. And then what's at the side of that one there? So another bracelet just
There's
there.
a fun bracelet on the far end as well.
I love that.
Which is just the pearls wire. I did add, if you look closely, some cheeky crimp covers in a gold colour.
Oh, your little
I'm
minx.
very naughty, I forgot to mention those.
That's
But
all right.
generally speaking, it's just the wire from the kit to make just funky little decals that are all a bit of a jumble.
Love
And there's
it.
only about 6 pearls in that entire bracelet. So you're not really scratching the surface of the materials that you've got with the kit.
That's
lovely.
fabulous, fabulous. And then a really indulgent piece, which is the pearls and the rose quartz together. And then you've got the rose quartz as well. So which piece are you going to demo? The earrings?
We're going to have a look at the technique for the earrings,
Okay.
which you can just kind of embellish slightly to create as a pendant, or you can downsize it further to make the tiny little charms on the rose quartz charm bracelet as well.
Cool, okay.
So there's lots of different things that you can take away from the one demonstration. So we're going to be working initially with a length of the 1mm gauge champagne gold coloured wire, and I'm looking at around about 12 to 14 inches or so. I'm okay to just pop the kit over a little bit.
Oh, you're such a diva.
Well, it's going to, obviously, I don't
course
want
you
to knock it on the floor, do I?
No, of course you
And there's
can.
so much of it.
No.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my 1mm gauge wire, and I'm just going to warm that between my thumb and forefinger to give that a little bit of fluidity. And if I show you, which camera would you prefer, the overhead or number 2? And
Which one would you prefer, direct at Adam Army?
There we go. That's what we're going to be working towards. There we go. And this is going to be made primarily with the 1mm gauge. So I'm just going to put that up to the top side just there, and then we can kind of refer to that if we need to. So around about 2/3 of the way down, what I want to do is put a little bit of an angle in. I'm going to use my flat facing chain nose pliers. These are in fact bent tip, but the faces are flat, and that gives us a lovely angle to work with. I'm just going to flip that to the side and use the warmth and the curvature of my thumb to give me this kind of elegant petal-like shape, I suppose. And I'm going to pop back in with those flat bent tip chain nose pliers. I'm going to push over the top with the finger to get quite a sharp point on the end. Doesn't matter if you're taking the tail of the wire over the top or underneath, but we're just looking for the wire to make a nice fluid leafy-like shape. So I'm going to grip hold of that quite firmly.
Just to interrupt, sorry, there's only 6 of the kit remaining.
gosh.
We've got loads of people with it in the baskets, and we've got people on the phone line. It's the first pay, first served basis.
Fingers crossed for you. You won't regret it. It's absolutely beautiful. So what I'm going to do is grip the little leaf shape that I've made quite firmly in my dominant hand and use my non-dominant hand to wrap that tail around the neck above. Now, if you can get some tension behind this, it will create a nice kind of coil. So I'm just going to take that tail all the way around a couple of times and then neaten that up slightly by bringing those pliers together. So we've got the first part of that leaf decal already running. So what you can do is continue coiling until you find yourself enough space to sit the rose quartz through. So you can see we've coiled 3 times around. That's not really enough space, so I'm going to give that another 2 spins. I can grip there with the pliers just to make sure that I get a nice neat finish. Take the tail all the way around another time. That's starting to come out of shape, so I'm just going to give that a bit of a squeeze. And over the top, and that should give us enough space to just chase all the way around. And if you do find that you've kinked the wire, that's okay. You can just give that a bit of a squeeze to follow that shape all the way around. Now, it doesn't matter if you choose the side which is curvier or the side which is straighter. What I might do is go one more around so that we're on the straighter side and get that to follow the shape around. And if you pre-warm the wire, it will react quite nicely for you. So appreciating that this is upside down, you can see we've got a tramline effect going on. So the next thing I'm going to do is take around about 12 or so inches of the 0.4mm gauge champagne wire, and I'm going to start by wrapping that around the elongated section which isn't attached to anything. Now, I would say probably around about 8 wraps will be sufficient to give us a little bit of decoration at the top, and also to enable a really good firm hold on the wire, because what we don't want to do is to have that able to move. So if I give that a good spin around, and then what I'm going to do is trim away the end and then just tidy the coil up. So if I turn this back up to the top there, I'm going to just give that a bit of a squeeze to make sure that sits nice and neatly. So the first thing I'm going to do now is to decide that this is going to be my front. What I'm going to do is slide this all the way up, bring the tail of my 0.4mm gauge inside the main frame of the petal design. And I'm going to wrap this 3 times around. So if I just poke that through, grab the residue and draw that around, what I'm going to do is coil 3 times around this little bar here. So once, now you can either take the end of your wire and poke that up through the hole and then draw it through.
Right.
So that's a second wrap. 3 times a wrapper. That doesn't work, does it? So I'm going to poke that through. Also, I can't sing. So.
But it was ode to Lionel Richie, so I loved it. It's fine.
That's all right. It's all good. So what we've got is 3 little wraps on the inside. So I'm just going to pop that down for a second, and I'm going to find the end of my 0.4mm gauge. I'm going to grab hold of one of these lovely, beautiful, mystical, magical rose quartz and allow that to zip line all the way down. So what we're doing, in effect, is channel setting, but we're channel setting between a closed segment and an open segment.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to now wrap 3 times around the outer framework. Now, the wire will have a propensity at this point to get a little bit out of shape because you're putting sort of flexion onto it. So it does pay to take your time. 3rd wrap there, you can give that a squeeze with your nails or you can use your pliers. And you would go naked on the back. So we're crossing once on the back of the design without a gemstone, wrapping on the opposite side, and then when we come back to do the front side, we're adding a gemstone in. So if I bring in the section that I was working on earlier on, you can see I've popped 3 of those lovely rose quartz into that channel and continued almost sort of gizmoing around the end just to add a little bit of decorative detail. I will show you how to just do that little wrapped loop at the top on the original one, so I'll just pop that back into position and show you that if you've never done one of those before. When you're making earrings, you need to be considerate of your size, and also I quite like to make earrings that are paired in symmetry. So if I'm having one that's going this way, well, you can see from the still that we're looking at now, there's one that's kind of a right hand and there's one that's a left hand. So what I would do is make the 2 frames at the same time in mirror image and then add my gemstones in so that I know that I can have a good pair.
Well, just got to interrupt you there because already we put the details on screen and it's flying out. Hello, Suzette. Suzette, you've got to get these. Suzette's one of my regulars. Ooh. I've known her for years now. Suzette, have a look at these. I know this isn't the detail that's on your screen, but that one's coming up. We're going to be doing this just after 8 o'clock. It's today's must-have. They are. You categorically will be, I don't like the phrase on the terminology gobsmacked, but you will be gobsmacked by these. Their quality and the price. You will be blown away, thank you.
Your breath will be taken.
It will, it will.
The colours are astonishing.
I know, but look at it with 925 sterling silver wire. Now
yes,
it's a metre of the 1mm. When do we ever have a metre of the 1mm sterling silver wiring? I know Claire MacDonald has been buying this in abundance. Fleur's been buying this in abundance, and they're very much getting ready for when we can solder, because they've been making the single rings. They've been making a lot of rings using this at the moment, and we are bringing soldering to the show. We are. So we've got loads of people grabbing this evening. 0800 644 655. We are looking at 7.8 grams of 925 sterling silver in that reel. 7.8 grams. And when we've got it, it's no surprise that everyone who's bought it so far has been bulk buying. It's $12.95 for a metre. And when you think about how much just a simple thumb ring is, about £20 for soldered, just it's $12.95 for a metre. How many could you make? What would you do with 925 sterling silver 1mm?
I would pass that through the wire smoother tool, the decrinkler, not the crinkler, the other one, and I would use that to make expandable bangles with.
Nice.
Because there's something really elegant about the fineness of a 1mm gauge on the wrist. It's really beautiful.
That is just gorgeous. And I love, thumb rings. I love 925.
And it's super easy as well, just to sort of coil either end of it as well. You don't have to be able to solder to use wire to make rings.
Do you know what? That's really true. That's a really, really good point. No, you don't at all. And you don't need many of it. That would just go on and on and on. You get tons of rings out of that. And it's £12.95. 925 sterling silver. It hammers really nicely as well, and you can texture it really nicely. You're right, Michael. Have you used? When did you last use your antibacterial hand wash?
Sorry?
When did you last use your antibacterial hand wash?
Just
a moment ago. Okay, you can come near us then, that's fine.
All right.
Michael's mystery box here.
This is slightly less pomp and circumstance than I was anticipating.
Yes.
It's not Michael's mystery box.
It's later show, you know, we're more chilled out. More
no, absolutely
No,
not.
we're not. Oh my God, Michael's mystery box. If you love saturation of colour, if you love old school gemstones, which I know you do, you love old school gemstones.
Big time
if you
about
like nice, bigger rounds,
chunky.
Have a little look in there, love.
I forgot.
Tom, it's time. We did it, I think, we did these last week or a few days ago, and I thought they were that nice. It kind of reminded me of, like, the 80s and 90s.
It's a Tommy.
I love it. Retro jewellery. Retro jewellery.
Wow.
These are gorgeous. Do you know what this is? This is absolute core of Jewellery Maker for me. They are the multicolour crackle quartz plain rounds. They're 12mm rounds. They're chunky, chunky, chunky. Big impact, genuine gemstone. Incredible low price for you. You don't need many to make a big impact of design at all. Big, big, big impact. FEG P85. 330 carats, 12mm rounds. Look at the colours on those. You can separate them out, you can just use them all together. They are just stunning. Really impressive. Really, really impressive. 12mm rounds. Let's see who's grabbing these already. They are certainly eye poppers. Karen, go for it, my lovely. FEG P85, 330 carats. Oh, I love them. Love them, love them, love them, love them, love them. Juicy, 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 chunky gemstones. £8.95. That's ridiculous. They're 12mm complete genuine gemstones. They're £8.95 for that amazing strand.
Can you pick a favourite colour?
Yeah, that one.
That is mine too. Absolutely. That's beautiful. That's my favourite as well.
But then I also quite like it. Do you know what? I actually really like these when you separate. In fact, I'm going to cut it up. Can I cut it up? Can I? Yeah. Do what you want. Okay. I don't know why I stopped for permission. I never usually ask permission. Do you know what? My favourite way to look at strands like this. And make sure you're not waiting for me to show you this before you make your purchase. Ooh. If you start looking at them like this, I think you get to appreciate the colours a little bit more. And when you start grouping them, could you group them for me, please, Jen? That's all.
Well, that's nice.
Oh.
Because you then realise, it takes me back into, I know I've talked about it lots, but the bead shop that I used to always go to in Buxton when I first started making jewellery. And you'd go in and it's that whole choosing your beads and going to all the different wooden boxes, and it's part of the charm and the excitement of saving up to go and get your favourite gemstones when you first started out on jewellery making.
Feisty.
Look at this. These are just amazing. They're gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Yeah, we probably need to bring them into shot a little bit more. Oh no, there we go, there we go, there we go. Look at them.
We were doing it low techie tech. We were bringing it to you.
Oh, okay. Probably not. But all right, we need a bead mat. We need a bead mat. Where are the bead mats? Can we get some bead mats in stock? Look at them.
But didn't you just want to kind of, yes, that.
Do you know, that reminds me of a little...
Reminds you of what?
Of how you're supposed to cook grapes safely.
I'm sorry?
Do you know that technique?
No.
You know if you've got loads of grapes on a plate and you want to cut them up and you want to cut them in half. Thank you, Michael. It's very useful tonight. If you've got loads of grapes, so for example, for children, young children, you're not supposed to give them a grape, you need to cut them up, you need to slice them in half. If you get loads of, I can't believe I'm telling you this on live TV. You get a plate and then you get a chopping board or another plate and put them on top to keep them steady, and then you get a sharp knife and just go, and you go through all the grapes in one go.
Well, I did not know that.
Well, there you go, life-changing information here on Jewellery Maker tonight.
life-changing.
Hello, Joan and Christine and Tina and Deborah and Karen, Kyoto and Marianne. Everybody, check out your baskets. Anyway, we got really rudely interrupted. You were showing us your design. Let's
They're
go back.
lovely.
Let's go back to demo.
Do love those blue ones.
Do you know what? Now they've been cut up, I think we can have them.
Can we?
Yeah.
Excellent. Works for me.
Oh, and these are coming up. Yeah. Hungry Compose.
I've never played that game.
I'll bring it in next time.
Can we?
Yeah, I've got
Should we do it on?
Compose at home.
On air. I played Tumbling Monkeys. That's a lot of fun.
What?
Tumbling Monkeys.
What's tumbling monkeys?
Tiny little monkeys with hooky tails all like this, and
What does a tumbling monkey do?
you have to pull out the sticks. It's a bit like jack straws.
Like Kaplunk.
You can play a with these.
You could play Kaplunk with those. Or Hungry Hippos.
So when you're making earrings, you
Back
have
to
an
it.
earring finding,
Yeah.
and it will have a loop that either sits opposite to the lobe or in line with the lobe.
Yeah.
And what you need to do is consider the finding that you're working with, which orientation you'll need to pop your loop into. So I'm going to show you exactly as I've made on the piece that you're looking right now. We're going to have a little loop that goes sideways. It's going to come all the way around. So just a right angle with some chain nose pliers, and then we're going to roll a lovely little loop at the top with those round nose pliers over the top and just draw that tail around. I'm going to support the loop, and then it's just a case of wrapping that around and trimming away the residue. So very, very simple. You'd probably want to put another little wrap in there and then trim that at the back like so. Hide it away and give that a smooth, and you are good as gold. So what I will just show you very, very quickly is the one that I semi-completed earlier on. Can I have my cutters back, please, hun?
Oh, you are so demanding.
Such a diva. I'm going to trim that to a couple of inches past that last bead. And I'm going to pop those round nose pliers in at the very end of the tail, support that with the non-dominant hand just while I create a coil. Once I've got a turn and a half into the coil, I'll switch to my flat pliers, draw that around, and then bring that coil up to position at the bottom, like so. So you can see at the front you've got the rose quartz, and from the back it looks different because you've got the bars of wire where you're supporting the design, so it's just a classic channel set. So just make one that's opposite to that and you've got yourself a pair of earrings, or you can
Gorgeous.
add in a second piece of wire over the top to make the pendant.
They're like angel wings.
They're really, really cute. They can be exactly what you want them to be. And rose quartz being a gemstone of love, it's not just romantic love, it's familial love, your friends, your extended family, people that have helped you out. A little gift of rose quartz goes a long way.
It's lovely.
And
It's
you've got
one of my
so
favourite
much.
gems. And you're going to get 98 centimetres worth. Right, we're about to sell out of it, but loads of people with this in the basket. I don't know who the last couple are going to go to. Right, just before we move on. Thank you, Michael. What are you eating? Flapjack or brown? Oh yeah, flapjack. Yeah, two. One in your mouth and one in your hand.
Always.
It's one for Ron, one for later on.
You do rum, you do rum. Right, these were launched at the weekend.
Oh, I love those.
There were 300. There are 50 left, and we've grabbed them for tonight. And they are today's must-have. Are you saying with that design, but with one of these? Yeah, Gem's just saying she'd make this design, but with one of these in the centre.
With the 1mm sterling silver wire, add a touch of 0.25 sterling silver wire to recreate that design, and I'd be looking in silver at sort of £40–50.
Yeah, definitely.
Easily.
Definitely.
Those gems are astonishing.
Well, I'm going to tell you now. 1, 2. Would you mind, while I do the next item, having a little count for me?
I can
and
do
choose
that.
your favourite one. Thank you. Okay. Say that again, sorry. They are the nuggets. Right.
It's my age, just so you know, 29.
Ah, I'm 24. Right, £3.95. You just stop at £3.95. Oh my goodness! You look at the rose quartz from the previous kit. You look at the pearls from the previous kit. Imagine adding this in with the gold wire, because you must have tons and tons and tons and tons of that champagne gold wire.
Yes, there is.
0800 644 655. Get yourself this to go with it. Look at that. £3.95. A&P069. Go for it, Lynn and Christine. I've got Rio there, loads of you there. £3.95. We've got the incredible multi-strand of beryl coming up for you a little bit later. This is an 82 to 86 centimetre strand. You're guaranteed 290 carats. And they're not small. They're not small at all.
Be gorgeous in a Tree of Life design.
What size, please?
Is that really? I have never seen
Actually,
like that.
just got goosebumps. I'm going to get the pearls
wow.
from the previous kit.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. Beautiful. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. These are peach moonstone, and they are, do you know what? I am blown away by the quality of lapidary when we look at the microfaceted, because if anything you'd expect, and elsewhere, a microfaceted bead is usually more expensive than a larger bead because of the amount of time and attention on such an incredibly delicately small area.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's more time consuming to facet and microfaceted than it is a 6 or an 8 mil.
Think about just holding
They're
it.
£6.95, they're £6.95, and then they're drilled as well. Each one of those faceted by hand and then drilled and then put onto that strand, £6.95. I'm afraid I've only got 7 remaining. If you want more than one of these strands, grab it while you can. It's so delicately beautiful. And even with those amethysts that we've just seen in the nuggets, you add this in, that extra little bit of sparkle. 4 chances, 1 post and packaging price all day, or indeed if you spend £35, it's free P&P for all your items. Right, let's do these absolutely beautiful kyanite cabochons. Look at those.
Which would have looked amazing with the moonstone, the peach moonstone.
Let's
it's just a really dreamy combination. That's immense.
That is just beautiful. What would you do with these cabochons?
With those cabochons, I would set them as pendants. I want to wear kyanite on my sort of chest or on my neck, or possibly even on the third eye. It's such a beautiful colourway to work with, and I would have no hesitation in utilising the peach moonstone with them.
That'd be stunning. Absolutely stunning. Look at them. And with the peach moonstone, they work an absolute treat. Now, you've got multi-sizes here, so we guarantee the carat weight. In this particular collection, they are all ovals, and you are guaranteed ovals, but we don't guarantee the exact sizes. You guarantee 15 carats. They're exquisite, absolutely exquisite. I think rings, actually it was, oh, with the second kit. Hello.
Gorgeous.
£19.95, not for 1, but for 15 carats, which in this instance gives you 4. 0800 644 645. You might get 3, you might get 5. It really is dependent just on the carat weight. On average, though, all the packs that we've seen were 4. 0800 644 645. They're all the way from Nepal. 15 carats there. ZBVX53. And we're going to move on. Well done to those of you who grabbed those ones. Where is my two-tone lapis?
Ooh. Are these going to be the funky little planetoids?
Say that again.
It's an M-class planet, Captain. It's a funky little planetoid. It's Earth from space. I get this look a lot in my life.
It takes all sorts.
Sure, it's me.
Heck. Does everybody else? Clearly. Two-tone lapis. So you've got this beautiful, delicate, well, it's not delicate, intense, rich blue. And the same, a rich, intense green. But delicate in size. Proportionately. And so you get an impact without having to go big. Don't you? Get an impact because of the depth of colour. You don't have to get an impact with your jewellery because of the size.
Definitely. I think that with a rose gold-plated sterling silver on the wrist as a stacker bracelet would be ideal.
Absolutely. They're beautiful.
Are they too big for your seed beads, or?
I would say 4 mil is quite a nice proportion with seed beads, isn't it?
It does work well.
Colour for a seed bead.
Yeah, and actually you could get something quite interesting working with those white seed beads that we had earlier.
That would be a cool combination. That's like a cloud or a frost to go with your planety.
We're all turning into designers tonight, aren't we, Michael? Okay, so your two-tone lapis lazuli, they are the plain rounds, and of course, Lapis is the gemstone that everyone associates with Cleopatra, with Tutankhamun, with the depths of that rich blue. It's a gemstone that dates back to antiquity, and it's $4.95 for the whole strand of genuine gemstones. Well done, Kerry. You've got yours, Elizabeth. You've got yours there as well. Just simple stretchy. You might be wearing, I typically wear, and in fact I have one on today, a white vest top. I typically wear white vest top, white t-shirt, white long sleeve t-shirt. I'm a bit boring. My staple essential is I'll put on a pair of jeans and a white top and then plan an outfit around that. And then just this, as a stretchy bracelet, it just makes it look like you've made a bit of an effort.
It certainly does, and
Not
it's
just chucked on the same old for the school run every day.
it's a gorgeous shock of colour, isn't it?
It is, it really is. And great for masculine jewellery as well.
Oh, definitely. Any gender is going to appreciate those colours.
I'm thinking sort of the Byron Bay surf dude type feel. Surf dude. You see, that's how cool I am. Okay. Are you a surf dude, Adam? Are you?
Have you surfed?
Well,
There's a story.
I own a wetsuit, so I don't have to fake tan for the beach.
Fair enough. Well, one needs to protect one's skin anyway.
Yep, I wear a wetsuit on the beach, and I can't bear water.
Okay, so not so much
I had a
of the
surfing
surfer
lesson
then.
when I was about 14. Why do I wear a wetsuit? I hate being cold. I can go paddling in it. Yeah, so they can go in the water. I can, like, you know, if I get splashed a bit, it's a wetsuit. Going with the kids, they like going in on the boogie boards and wish them around a bit. Yeah. 8 carats. These are gorgeous. $2mm faceted rounds. 8 carats, and of course known as the luckiest gemstone in the gem zodiac, August birthstone, but the luckiest gemstone. And I think it's really lovely if perhaps you are setting up a little business, or perhaps you're just starting doing craft stores, or you're making a lot of jewellery that you're giving to people, and maybe you just want to pop one of these on your designs, and it's a symbol of luck, and it's just your little statement. So maybe by, you know, 2mm rounds, perhaps you always put one on the end of an extender, and it's like giving somebody a 4-leaf clover. It's giving somebody that little symbol of luck. Or maybe there's just a little pencil case charm or something. So if people are taking a clear pencil case into exams, it's a little symbol of luck. And maybe you've got family relatives going off to university or starting a new course or taking a driving test. It's quite nice to have some peridot on you in times where you need a little bit of luck in your life. YGG P04, 8 carats, very discreet, very pretty, and very, very, very silly price. That's a very silly price. $6.95, grab them! 0800 644 655. There's tons of them there.
In the ring
Gorgeous.
design that you're wearing, that would be a beautiful tone with the antique bronze wire from earlier on as well. That would be gorgeous
yeah,
together.
that would be a nice gecko.
Well, it would, wouldn't it?
Or a little turtle. Or a toad.
Or a toad.
Or a frog. Freddie's, when he goes to preschool, he has to, he's so grown up, when he arrives to learn his name, he has a picture of a frog.
Oh.
And then he has to go to his coat peg, and he knows it's his coat peg because there's a picture of a frog.
That's
so I'm developing a
adorable.
little thing I like for frogs.
Makes perfect sense.
Little Fred Pot. Gorgeous little 2.5-year-old that started the day at 4:14 this morning. It's getting worse. Pardon? He doesn't think he's called Frog, no, but it's Freddie Frog.
It's a connotation thing.
Yeah.
You used to come home with the right wellies.
Yeah, they'll then start getting rid of the picture of the frog and he gets to learn his name. And Tom's a toad. Did you have Thomas the Tank Engine? I had a ballerina.
I had a motorbike. Because why wouldn't you?
Yeah. You had a what? Adam had an apple. What was on your coat peg? Do you remember when you were at school?
My coat peg? What? You know what? An apple just sounds familiar.
Yeah, I feel like I had an apple when I was at preschool, but a ballerina when I was in third year.
Cow.
You had a cow.
Could have been a cow. Like,
You had a cow.
Was it
Frisian, the black and white cow.
A Frisian cow.
Yeah. back in the 80s.
Back in the 80s, coat pegs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, moving on. Right, no, I'm sorry, I'm going to stop and I'm going to override my producer for a moment. Let's stop. No. Just look at these, because if you've just tuned in, they're amazing, they're amazing, they're amazing. They were launched at the weekend, 300 made, 300 strands made. We've got the last 50 tonight. 250 flew out the weekend. We've got the last 50 for tonight. We've grabbed them. They are the most sensational strand. I've got to have that. I've got to have that.
Definitely.
I'm totally invested in every element of that strand. I want it, I want it, I want it. Did you count them?
Gorgeous. Yeah, there were 29.
Thank you.
Which isn't my age, but one can dream.
Oh yes, of course. What is your age in your head?
18. I'm
Are you?
still 18 in my head.
What are you in your head?
I think I'm like 25.
I'm 24. Older man. Yeah. And Tom, what age are you in your head? 4. 100 and.
I don't know.
How old are you in your head? What age do you think that you've sort of stopped aging at? Yeah, 24, definitely for me. Adam, what did you say yesterday? 25, yeah. Yeah. Anyway, fabulous, exciting stories all for you, isn't it? Now this garnet, rich colour. And actually, classic combination, your pearls and your garnet.
Absolutely, and it would look amazing with rose quartz, which is not something you'd say about every single garnet. But because that rose quartz was beautiful, it's going to be lovely.
Yeah, look, yeah,
It's pretty.
Yeah. What were you going to say then, Michael? You did a big gasp as if you'd just had a big question or something
kind
to
of like
say.
strawberries and cream. You know when the strawberry and the cream mixes and you get
Like an Eton mess.
You get the paler shade of red.
It is a little bit of an Eton messy moment where you get the deep richness of the strawberry that hasn't yet sunken in and congealed with the cream and the meringue.
Or a traditional raspberry ripple ice cream where you've got pools of ripple coulis.
Okay, a bit more elegant than a big mashup of cream and meringue and a congealed. $6.95 for genuine natural Indian garnet.
That's a cracking strand. It's
Isn't it?
huge.
It's really rich in its colour as well. There's some real burgundy and brandy and mulberry colours there.
I'd make lovely little trilogy rings as well as solitaire rings. They're lovely on the hand.
Yeah. Beautiful. Really, really. It's Christmassy, isn't it?
It does make me think of Christmas time, but because of
Mulled
beverages that one might drink, yeah.
Knew you were going to say that.
I was.
Yeah. What's your favourite tipple, Michael?
Beer.
Beer.
Yeah.
Beer. Me, man. Beer. Just tuned in and glad to see Lucy on screen. Yay! Love your ring. Is it part of a kit tonight? Lisa, thanks. Yes. Yes, it is. Isn't it gorgeous? Isn't it gorgeous? OMG, just got in from work and my fave 2 people in the world are JM. Oh, yes! Love you both.
Big hug.
Thank you so much. That's nice. I feel like I'm a bit far away. Just had a coffee, that one, not really. Thank you so That's nice.
Isn't that lovely?
Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? I've got plans, by the way. I've got plans because I'm going to be on, finally, I will be on a regular, I'll have my regular days where I will be appearing and I intend to do some Lucyisms. So for those of you who don't like that, don't watch. And for those of you who really like it, it's going to be well ace. I will be, I will confirm that on Friday.
I love a good schedule. I love knowing what's happening.
It's going to be, I can't remember.
Tom's just saying days now.
Tuesday, Sunday and Wednesday. Tuesday, Sundays and Wednesday.
Every week?
No, it's like a rotationally thingy-jiggly doodle. I don't know, but I'm going to be on more. I'm excited. I'm really excited. Right, okay. Excuse me, button back. Let's crack on. I want to do that. Can I do whatever I want? Can I do the neon appetite? Because I love it. Oh.
Wow.
Wow, 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 wow.
Exactly that. Oh my gosh, that's
I know,
amazing.
I need to do I need to put a stop to doing Alan Partridge, does Kylie Minogue. You know. 28 carats of that neon apatite. That is, can you imagine? Right. I look at a strand like that. Can you imagine being a miner and finding that in the ground? Is that not baffling?
It's just atomic. The colour is the only way I can describe it is there's something elemental about it. You see a colour like that and you cannot fail to be impressed. You cannot fail to stop, take a breath and just think, wow.
And then you know as well that it's been made around the time of the dinosaurs.
Oh.
So this is as old as when we talk about amber, everything we apply in terms of its aging that we say about amber, it's exactly the same with apatite. It's the most extraordinary blue. You cannot compare that blue to any other gemstone on the planet. You can't confuse that. Even with spinel. I've never seen a spinel come close.
No.
There's no other gemstone. Do you agree?
I think so, yeah.
Do you concur?
Yeah.
I concur.
Yeah, because it's,
no.
£12.95. We concur.
With
We're going to be
pearls.
coming into conker season soon, actually, aren't
Yes,
we?
certainly are.
Nights are drawing in, central heating's been on. That's it now. Hiya Zoe, Zoe likes jam, Zoe. Lots of anonymous shoppers there as well. Look, £12.95. That is fabulous.
That is beautiful, really beautiful.
Is that this?
Ooh. That's really pretty.
Where's that kunzite strand that we had earlier? I think it's gone.
It disappeared away, maybe?
That's it. Is it? That's
Yes.
it. I would look at the price, but we haven't got the price. It's a pound! It's a pound! Buy it now, buy it now. It's a pound, 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 it's a pound. If
How
you
much
just
is it?
tuned in, it's a pound.
Is it?
Somebody might actually just want to buy all 14 of those, and you can. 0800 644 655. It's a natural jasper cabochon. It's a pound. It's a pound. Whoever's going to get this, I'd probably get more than one if I was you. I'd just snap up the rest of the quantity because they're a pound each.
That's fabulous.
That
Absolutely
is
fabulous.
amazing. It's not coming across on screen as lovely as it is in real life.
It's a perfect size actually because it's large enough to be a feature pendant. It's small enough to be worn as a feature ring, you know, cocktails, evening
Gone.
wear ring. Just perfect.
What's interesting as well, actually, I keep picking up the kit that we went to earlier. Oh, excuse me, I've just cricked my neck.
Oh no.
Am I okay? No, I don't think I am. I think I need a massage. Then ask Michael. Thanks, Tom. It's fab. I love this. I really, 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 really love this. And you can
Gorgeous.
take off those leaves if you want to. Look at the thickness of those
I
leaves.
don't want to. I like them as they are.
Oh my goodness, it's solid sterling silver, the whole
No
lot.
way.
The whole lot. The whole, I want this, I need this, I want it, I need it.
I want it.
I'd actually take off some of those leaves and put them within tassels. I love leaves in tassels with
That's
gemstones.
fab. Yeah, or you could do little seed bead tassels with the white seed beads.
I need this in my life, I need it in my life. How much is it? I need it in my life. 9.1 grams of 925 sterling silver. Can you just imagine each of those charms, how much would each of those charms be elsewhere? Do you think it would be, go on, I won't put any thoughts in your head. How much do you think elsewhere?
I would think probably between £7 and £12 for a single charm.
Okay, I was going to say £6.99.
Yeah.
So let's go with the £7 mark. 1, 2, 3. Pardon? Oh, they're doing like a weird chant thing. It's £29.95 for the whole complete 7.5 inches of the chain with a toggle clasp, and then your 6 leaves as well. That is phenomenal value for money. I wouldn't have them all on that bracelet. I'd take them off. I'd distribute them out across my life.
And just leave
Matching
one
earrings.
leaf in the middle, pair of earrings, and then, yeah,
I'd use those rose quartz as little charms on there as well.
that would be gorgeous.
You can put it on a
You could have just spoken, you know. You didn't have to cough as if you were
Oh, no,
choking to get our
I did choke,
attention.
actually. I literally choked. You put it on a bracelet, give it to someone that you fancy, and say you tickle my fancy.
Oh.
You tickle my fancy.
You could indeed, because you're imagining that they're not leaves, but that they are feathers.
Yeah.
Which makes perfect sense. Makes absolutely perfect sense.
Sorry folks, all that gobbledygook was because I was actually sorting out my microphone and we need to fill time. I'm joking. Tickle my fancy. Okay, I can pick.
Ooh, exciting.
Well, I can't pick that, can I? I'll pick these.
Oh,
I know
my
one of your
favourite
colours. I know her so well.
She does.
Well, I've done that well, haven't I?
Shall I?
You're not wearing the best top for me to be able to do this, Jem.
Sorry.
No. I was going to stop there.
They are lovely.
I adore those. Absolutely beautiful. Oh my gosh. I would use those to
So
adorn.
I'm now headdressing you.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense as well.
Sorry, I then just whacked you in the nose.
That's okay. It's been broken.
Oh, me too.
Wait, how did you break your
Oh,
nose?
I've broken it twice. You're not tell. Once was I went to wake up a friend who'd fallen asleep and they woke up with a start and it went, and basically it went. And then the second time, a friend of mine, we were students, it happened about a year and a half later, and she was a little bit tipsy, and she fell into me as I was doing up my shoe in a wall and went ding on a rail that goes around the wall. What are they called? A dado rail. A wooden dado rail.
That's not fun.
Oh.
Yeah. How did you break yours?
My small child did it to me.
That's kind.
Just
That's
headbutted
nice.
me.
Yours doesn't look broken at all.
No, it was a little bit smushed. It had a bit of a crack, but.
Oh, that's nice.
And then not long after that, we were playing with a well-known gaming entertainment system where you have a controller in your hand, which is not wired, and he got very excited, went like that with the steering wheel, and I was stood behind him, right in the mush.
Oh, lovely that, isn't it? Lovely. Yeah, no, I tell the tale for the rest of my life. It's like, I can actually do that. I can actually move my nose into different directions.
Mine made great noises for several years.
There you go. That's like a party trick, isn't it? You impressed with that?
I don't know.
So glad you'll be on more often, Lucy. As your reason I became addicted to JM. Lucy, absolute nutter. Really?
How lovely.
That's nice. Thanks. Did you know I broke my nose? There you go.
You were my first presenter that I watched when I started watching JM.
First, last,
Always.
everything. Oh well. Anyway, I was thinking more my. You're my.
So I went straight to the Sisters of Mercy.
Right, we're going to move on to.
I'm not quite sure where they are.
Can't see those. Can you see them, Michael?
What do you want?
Rose quartz faceted browns.
Oh,
They're here somewhere. But...
I need those. I want them.
I want them.
Okay, well, unfortunately, I haven't got this in the studio. You can see them on the screen there. They're 30cm strands, and they're £17.95 for all three. You've got to get those.
What? There's 3 strands?
Yeah.
3 strands. So with the kit that had 98 centimetres of smooth polished rounds, we've got 3 strands.
Yeah.
For the 90 centimetres of faceted rose quartz.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
But
Absolutely
do you know what they'd
stunning.
look amazing with? With the must-have later, with the barrel strand.
Oh, yeah.
No, coming up
Definitely.
straight after the break. So 17.9 for the triple rose. Are we going to a break now? We're going to a break. Right, we're going to regroup. We're going to readjust our noses, and we'll be back with a vengeance. In all seriousness, though, if you are ready for... I think it should have been the deal of the day. Oh, no, but it was a tough one to call.
It's a cracker.
This is the most extraordinary deal. The price, you won't believe it. Grab yourself a quick cup of tea. I'll see you in a tick.
At JewelleryMaker, we are always looking at ways to provide you with a fantastic shopping experience. With this in mind, we'd like to welcome you to our new pre-order option. Selected items throughout the day will be put on display and made available for pre-order. When the presenter informs you that the pre-order service is available on an item, this is your chance to pop it into your online basket or speak to one of our brilliant call centre team members and be one of the first to secure your purchase.
Hi everybody, I've got some exciting news to share with you. Oh, so this is how it's going to be.
Don't worry.
Hi everybody, I've got some really exciting news to share with you. I've got some really exciting news to share with you. I'll be able to tell. Oh. Hello everybody, I've got some really exciting news to share with you. I can't tell you very much about it now, but if you can join me on the 15th of September, I can tell you more about my London workshop. It's exclusive and it's never been seen before, so I hope you can join me then.
Here at JewelleryMaker, we're always making improvements to give you a better shopping experience. We've recently upgraded our website to make it more user-friendly and easier to navigate around. We now have the guest checkout function, which allows customers to check out quickly without creating an account. Our homepage now informs you with what's currently live on the show, recently aired items, and today's deal of the day. We've improved our website navigation and added new categories to help customers quickly find the products they want. Our online range is growing fast with over 7,000 products available for you to purchase. And don't miss out on hundreds of brand new clearance lines with more added every week. Happy shopping with JewelleryMaker. Create, wear, share. Welcome to JewelleryMaker. We are part of the Immediate Media family. Immediate Media is a fast-growing multimedia platform company who operates some of the most loved brands across the UK. Our brands range from our other shopping TV channel, The Sewing Quarter, to our very successful magazines, such as Simply Knitting, Molly Makes, and the Radio Times. We work incredibly hard to inspire you and bring you lots of exciting ideas and projects. So whatever your creative needs, you know that our crafting family will be there for you. JewelleryMaker. Create, wear, share. Buying with JewelleryMaker online couldn't be easier. Just head over to our website, JewelleryMaker.com, and click on the register link. Simply fill in the required fields and you can shop 24/7. You'll also be privy to a faster checkout and personalised offers. JewelleryMaker, your one-stop shop for all your jewellery making needs.
Okay, so as jewellery makers, there are completely fundamental things that we need. And as jewellery makers who make the step into gemstones, I truly believe there's fundamental gemstones that we need. And within gemstones, there are different, so you've got gemstones as an umbrella, and then you have all these different families. So for example, rubies and sapphires, they are the corundum family. You've got the quartz family, so you've got all of your amethyst and citrine, all your different quartzes. And then you have, quite possibly, one of the most prestigious families of gemstones alongside corundum would be the beryl family. The beryl family includes emeralds, aquamarine, morganites, and you know what? I've got a multi-strand of it here. They're big. The quality of them is fabulous. Now, they're not clear. We're not talking about, if you wanted to price compare, they're going to be quite difficult to price compare because usually for us jewellery makers, we don't have access to this type of stone of this size. So it is going to be hard for you to price compare. But in a ready-made piece of jewellery, you'd definitely be able to get a valuation very easily. So think about the size of beryl gemstones you've had access to before, and this is very much about each stone has an amazing consistency of colour, and this strand, they are big stones. This is all about buying big, impressive beryl. This is all about a wow factor that is subtle. Slight contradiction in terms, but a subtle wow factor, classy. This has got real class. They are, they are beautiful, and the price for the whole strand, I wouldn't question JewelleryMaker prices. I wouldn't question 5 of these stones, and we've established from Gem there are 29 on this strand. Now it's going to be brought to you in terms of carat weight and length of strand, so the quantities that you see might differ slightly, but the carat weight and the size of them will remain the same. Oh, flippity flipness. Is it strange that is it weird that this time of year I'm looking at that thinking, I want that for Easter. But the thing is, at Easter it won't be here.
That's true.
These are the last 50 now. You've got to get it now. And if you have a look, you can see your aquamarines presence, and you can see, look at these peach morganite qualities. They are utterly, utterly beautiful. You've got the delicate feminine blues. Do you know what I mean? There's a femininity to the blue.
There absolutely is.
There's an ethereal quality. They're truly graceful and elegant. And you can tell the genuine gemstones. There's no way in the world that that is anything other than a genuine gemstone. Can you imagine how much that would cost elsewhere? Can you imagine that just restranded? And actually, I'd be quite tempted to just pearl knot in between each of those.
That would be heavenly.
What colour thread would you use?
I would go with a very stark, bright white or a silver satin.
Nice, nice. Actually, the satin cords, they're coming back in stock, by the way. I have sent our buying team a big request list, and the satin cords are on it.
Excellent.
And all of our big reels of thread. So a beautiful threading material. Equally though, take those off, pop it on a head pin and on a simple silver chain. Mm-hmm. They're big enough to have enough statement to be pendants, aren't they?
They are. Everyone is a standalone piece. I would absolutely want them to be rings as well, though.
Yeah, and I mean, a stretchy bracelet as well.
God, how luxurious would that be? A stretchy bracelet of mixed beryls.
That is a luxurious look. But my word, right. These were launched on Saturday. 300 went like that. 300 made, and 250 allocated to the show went like that. We've got the final. Tom's very nifty and just sort of snuggled in a little 50 for us this evening. You've been nifty, haven't you, Tom? Bit nifty, I'm not complaining in the slightest. Okay, 0800 644 655. The best of luck to you. The pre-order coming up at the bottom of your screen. I will give you a heads up in just a moment. Make sure you're getting this, taking advantage of when you spend £35 with us today. You don't pay P&P on any item at all. Go for it. But just to let, let's go. Okay, clock is on screen. It's the case of the fastest people to call in for these ones. 0800 644 655. As soon as the graphics come on screen in 50 seconds, then you need to make sure that you are putting these in your baskets and that you are calling up on the phone lines. Now, the phone number at the bottom of your screen is a free phone number. And here at JewelleryMaker, you've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. You never have anything to lose. It's a win-win situation. The beauty of the it's almost like you're looking at a high-end. You can imagine those in a magazine shoot with the soft, pale white fur. You can imagine those you can imagine them in a very serene, elegant setting. Okay. Here we go, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good luck, here we go, 0800 644 655. You know you want them because they are big, they are bold, they're the gemstone to own. You know that you can't get. Where have you ever seen a strand like this here at JewelleryMaker? Where could you possibly get them anywhere else? It's a 38cm strand. They go from a 11 by 10 up to a 15 by 10. If you've got a phone in your hand, you need to be getting them. Jan, our gorgeous guest designer, how are you, my darling? She's buying them. Valerie's getting them. Fiona's getting. We are not going to have enough to go round. You need to make sure you're checking out your baskets. Joan, go for it. Beverly, go for it. Christine, go for it. Collectors, go for it. Valerie and Cyril. Anila, Gertrude. I tell you what, Suzette, one of my regulars, if you're watching, you should be getting these as well. They're in your remit because they fall into high end. The price that's coming on your screen is not indicative of worth or value. It shows that JewelleryMaker is exceptional at what we do. We discussed in length on the show last night about how we as a team are talking about price hikes. The industry in gemstones are the nature of the beast. The nature of the industry is prices of gemstones are rising. The cost of living is rising. That has implications to labour costs rising throughout industries, including the gemstone industry. To get a strand like this right now, at the price you're going to be getting it at, Anne's got it, Darlene's got it, Karen's got it, Louisa's got it, Victoria's getting it, Mary's going to get it, and Jeanette and Ella and Fiona, go for it. And maybe you want to up your order like my collector in Shropshire has got to, and a collector in Somerset has got to, an anonymous shopper in Norfolk has got to. Best of luck to all of you. Jeanette's just got it. Michelle, you're going to get it. Victoria, you're going to get it. We've got limited stock on this one now. The code JDKY09. I am so excited for you, and I'm really cheesed off. I'm not going to get it myself. 0800 644 655. Look at everyone flying in. We are close to a sellout already on these. We only had 50. If it's in your basket, don't take it as it goes. Oh, £39.95, or are we doing them for £19.95? Oh my goodness. Works out at 69 pence per gemstone. You've got to get this right now. This is absolutely ridiculous, and someone's just upped their order to 3. We're now down to very limited stock. Gem, it's not often you're lost for words. You're looking a bit starstruck there, my darling. I'm sorry to say you're not going to be getting them. We're about to sell out, and that is why, because the price for this quality is ridiculous. That's why a strand like this sells out.
I am not surprised that they are flying out of here. Those are absolutely magnificent. I've got a lot of love for Beryl as a family, but there's something very, very special about this strand.
It's
absolutely stunning.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Oh, they're just, oh, aren't they?
They are exactly that. That is the sound.
They're the type of thing that you'd see for sale in Liberties. Aren't they? And you'd see, do you know what, Adam? I think that's got to be your best one yet. You just said to Tom, our producer, at this price, I think you're taking the liberties, actually, Tom. Well done, Joe and Sabria and Michelle and Ella and Fiona. Gertrude, some of my big regulars there. I'm so sorry, I haven't seen Suzette there. Go for it. How many have we got left? Okay, there's 14 left to confirm. We've got loads of people with these in their baskets. We've got lots of people on the phone lines. You're answered in the order that you call in and press that option 1. You're on a first pay, first serve basis. Joanne, well done for coming through on the phone lines. Mary's just grabbed 2 on the phone line. Sheila in Greater Manchester. Mary in Lancashire and Sheila in Greater Manchester. See, very close to each other. Northerners. Got good taste, haven't we? 0800, I don't know why I have to go extra northern when I talk about the north. The north, oh, I'm right proud. Yes. Okay, best of luck, everybody. Best of luck. JDKY09, and if my mum's watching right now, that would be the strand that I've been telling you to get, Mum, and you didn't come in for it. Are you putting the kids to bed? Mum's come round tonight.
Ah.
Drew's had his carpal tunnel operation this morning. He's had his carpal tunnel operated this morning. It's like that bit. I can't talk about it, I'm a little bit nauseous. He's had on his right hand, he's got to have his left done in a few weeks. Yeah, so he can't lift anything, he can't hold the steering wheel, can't make tea, can't put the washing on, can't take Freddie to the loo. You know, just everything that makes your life that little bit easier. I'm really excited about the next 2 weeks. It's going to be great. I'm going to be at work a lot. I need to escape. Right, before we go on to anything else, I need to show you this because it's been shown at the bottom of your screen, your pre-order for 8:45. It's in half an hour. we're going to struggle tonight to do these justice because topaz, I don't think, televises very well.
It comes across the studio beautifully, I will tell you that much.
That is, makes me feel a little bit emotional actually. My great-grandmother left me all her costume jewellery in her will, which were her prized possessions because she used to go ballroom dancing. And there's a piece which looks so like this, with just silver work in between. And to think now, if she was still alive, I'd be able to just recreate it for her and be able to afford to recreate her favourite pieces of jewellery in genuine gemstones. That is just beautiful. We had a little moment then. Aww. I should bring it in and show it to you. When she used to go ballroom dancing with Fred, my great-granddad. I know, Fred and Edna. In the ballroom dancing days.
So if they were a society couple now, they'd have a mononym and they'd be Fredna.
Fredna. That's, do you know what? That's totally true. We're Drusy.
Drusy.
Is that why Freddie's Freddie, yeah?
Oh.
My great-granddad Fred. Yeah. Right then, except the other day it was, who's 2.5? Mummy, I don't want to be Freddie. I'm Frederick. Okay, we can call you Frederick, that's fine. 2 minutes later. I don't want to be Frederick now, I want to be Freddie. And then we've had that the whole time, so he's Frederick just in case he wants to be a doctor. True. Right, Dr. Frederick. Professor. Where am I going to? I should really read, must read the Labradorite. Okay. Just a little sidetrack talking about my children. I haven't spoken about them in, about an hour. So look. I don't think I've spoken about them in the last hour, had I? Just about my broken nose. They're only $4.95. Look at those.
Wowzers. That is absolutely stunning.
Tom, I've just thought of somewhere you need to go when you're in St Ives. Make the journey to Boscastle. Make the journey to Boscastle. You've got to go to Boscastle. And the reason I'm mentioning it, Boscastle is the most extraordinary, magical, mystical place, and they have a crystal shop there which is fabulous, and you'll see loads of Labradorite jewellery in Boscastle. Boscastle.
If he goes there, will they let him out?
If he goes there, will they let him out? Well, there's not a castle there. I've no idea what they're wittering on. £4.95. If you've been to Boscastle, I talk about it all the time. It is, the most extraordinary place. And there is so much Labradorite jewellery there.
My favourite gemstone. It sounds like I need to go.
Have you never been?
Not to Boscastle, I don't think.
Have you been to Tintagel?
Yes.
It's not far from Tintagel.
Okay.
And it's got that real mysticism. I don't know, actually. How far is it? Annalie, are you watching tonight? Annalie lives not far from Boscastle. How long will it take to get from St Ives to Boscastle? About an hour. The Eden Project. You've just missed the space expedition. You've got to go to the Eden Project. You've got to go to the Eden Project, yes. And if you're going over that way, you need to go to the Lost Gardens of Heligan. The Lost Gardens of Heligan. It is magical. It is. It is. We're going to move on to the sodalite. Hi, Julie, darling, and Lynn and Janice and... Oh, my names have just gone. Okay, which one, sorry, lovely? Oh, yeah, very, very, very Mark Smith. Memory wire. Have you got any memory wire? We're getting more memory wire in. I've asked for it. I'm getting back to basics. I have given our buying team a list longer than my arm, and it involves memory wire. It involves all of the essential jewellery making things that I started jewellery making with, that I think allow you to feel confident, get your basics started, and it gives you that confidence to then progress into other techniques. So the reason I'm mentioning memory wire is probably one of the simplest things to do with nuggets would be to strand them onto a memory wire. So you get lots of different coils, you can intersperse some round shell pearls and things in between. Fabulous. Would anybody like to text in? I'm not too familiar with the St Ives area. We have got our fabulous producer Tom is off to St Ives for a week and a half, day after tomorrow, and he'd like to know your recommendations of where to go. Got to go to Boscastle. Hi Ella darling, Boscastle is brilliant. I agree, Lucy, isn't it? Isn't it? I was there a week before the flood happened, and I've got loads of footage. It was really, really when did it happen?
2015.
2000, oh no, it was years and years and years ago now.
Or 2000?
2005 maybe? Something like that. Yeah, about 2000, when was the, someone text him. When did, yeah, oh it was really, yeah, it was, we're getting so sad. These are $2.95. Hi April, hi Lynn, hi Bev, hi Debbie, hi Mary and Ella and Lydia. There's only 5 of those left. Make sure you're checking out your baskets. 0800 644 655. Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is cute. Oh, this is fab. It's very Jimmy Choo. This is a very Jimmy Choo combination. Who? Or did you say shoe? Jimmy Choo, purple and orange together. Look. That is very Jimmy Choo colour combination.
Gosh.
These are lovely. Oh, yeah. I like this sort of thing because I actually quite like it. Yeah, you're looking at Boscastle. Gotta go, gotta go. It's incredible. And if you like walking, which I know you do, there's some incredible walks around there, Tom. 36 carats of the faceted rounds in the pink. Now this is interesting. We've got a carat weight. Do it on your way to St Ives. Boscastle's not further south than St Ives. No, it's not. No, it's not. Oh, for goodness sake. He was looking at a map upside down. Oh, 0800 644 655. Stop moaning and just go. You've got to drive to St Ives. You might as well go via Boscastle. Anyway, XWXC34 595. So you're going to get 5 in the pearl in the purple faceted, then 5 in the pink. But there's like, that's a fabulous weight to it.
Lovely colours together, aren't they?
They're stunning.
Are they drilled, Lucy?
Yeah, they are. All drilled.
All drilled. That's amazing because you can use
All
them
drilled.
either as a drilled piece or undrilled.
Yeah, absolutely.
They make quite nice feature pieces.
Yeah.
You can set them with the wire crinkler tool technique as well.
Yes.
It looks really good.
Okay, I think it's turning into the Tom Holiday show. I quite like it. Last night we found out. Oh, by the way, for those of you who are watching last night, I'm sure you'll be very excited to know that Ben, director, technical operator Ben, has arrived safe and sound in Santorini. I did message him and he did end up taking clothes because last night he was getting very excited to be going on holiday at 3 o'clock in the morning. He was finishing work at 10 o'clock, would get home around about 11 and hadn't packed a thing. He posted a video on social media today of his flight landing. All is fine. Okay, let's go to... Now, we featured in Michael's special deal earlier, the quartz, and here are the slightly smaller ones. So these are the 8mm, were they 12? They were 12mm before,
I think they were
weren't they?
12s, yes. A lovely combination to go with them as well. It's so lovely to have a similar sort of colourway running through the strand, but in a different size. It's very nice to kind of graduate up and down. You could utilise the design, as we were looking at earlier, with the pearls in Hannah Osborne's feature necklace as well.
Yes. Where's that gone?
I don't know. It's disappeared.
That's gone out of the studio.
What do you need?
Yeah, totally gone. So the code on this is NJKY78, 150 carats. There it is. We're like, where's it gone? Where's it gone?
Right in front of you.
Right in front of us. Thank you, darling. Elegantly placed, thanks. Yeah, so we had the 12mm earlier, and then these the 8. Definitely, that would be fab. And that's a piece for all seasons, isn't it? Because the variety of colours.
It is, absolutely. And if you're wearing something that's really quite delicate in its nature, then that's going to be the focal, isn't it, if you make it with those quartz beads.
They are big statement look. But actually as well, if you think about, we're getting close to my boys' birthdays. I know it's not until November, but we've had party invitations for December already. But if you thank you, elegantly done, Michael, thank you. You know, party bags and things. I don't do party bags anymore because just quite honestly, you end up spending silly amount of money on plastic taps that gets lost down the car seats and then crumpled in with cake. So I actually just do a little gift now. And actually, you know, 3 stretchy bracelets out of that. Genuine gemstone, little stretchy bracelets wrapped up in some tissue with a little ribbon. What a gorgeous little thank you for coming to my party gift.
That would be
rather
lovely.
than a bag of tat.
Yeah. Or all sugar.
Or all sugar. Do you know, some friends of ours did a party bag the other week for 2-year-olds and put flying saucers full of sherbet in there. No wonder my child's still not sleeping. Right. 2 metre sterling silver wire bundle. Where are we at? Where are we at? Do you know what? While we're waiting for that, let me give you a heads up on this once again. So while we're waiting, this is coming up for you. Goodness me, 20 minutes time. It is so beautiful. And you can't look at a strand like this without thinking there's something blue for a wedding. Can you imagine, you know, even if it's just sewn into a little garter or something, they are beautiful. Michael, you're actually quite useful this evening.
It's always useful. It's handy. Do you know, I would make those into little dragonfly wings.
With the sterling silver wire.
With sterling silver wire and seed pearls from one of the bundles earlier as the body. Those as the wings. That would be amazing. Just on a headdress or something.
Yeah,
delicate touch.
Yeah, I love those. And this is 19.90 for a metre in the 0.4 and a metre in the, it is 31mm again. Sorry, can I just confirm what gauge that wire was, please? We'll confirm that in just a moment. Okay, the needles. You can never have too many. Needles break, regardless of what make you get, no matter how much you spend on them. Have you been to the Needle Museum in Redditch? Have you, in Redditch? How bizarre, because these are made in Redditch. Yes. You didn't know that, or are you lying? Okay, you did know that. So you're going to get 2 packs of the size 10 and 2 packs of the size 12. Jen, what does size 10 and what size 12 mean, please? You get 4 in each pack.
I think you would just need to have a bit of a closer look to see the eye aperture and the length of the needle. It's not a medium that I'm overly familiar with.
Well, would you like me to tell you?
Yes, please.
Your size 10 is a thicker needle and your size 12 is thinner.
There you go.
So depending on the size of the hole of your bead and how many times you need to take your thread through would depend. If you need to take your thread through 4 times, you'd be going for a slimmer needle than you would. So the size 12s are a slimmer needle than your size 10s. And seed beads. It's seed bead work when you really need to get really in and close and tight and get incredibly intricate, then these are the gauge of needles that you'll be needing.
The more you know.
Well, you know. Not a lot I know, but I know that. TPXC46, £7.95. Loads of people buying these. It's a great opportunity when they are on offer to bulk buy. Definitely bulk buy, because they will see you through quite a few projects, but you will have to replace needles. Just as, you know, if you use a sewing machine, you have to replace your needles at some point. Needles, they always need replacing. 0800 644 655. They do. Okay. Can I do these tanzanite nuggets, please? I quite like this combination. Oh, hang on. Imagine. Sorry, I think, just excuse me a second, I think my talkback batteries might be going. Well, maybe, I don't know, it keeps cutting out and cutting in, cutting out and cutting in. We'll see how we go. Sorry, folks. That was very strange. Maybe there was a spirit from Boscastle present.
That's more Star Trek.
It was a bit more Mindy. Nano. AS VX57. So the tanzanite, you'll find it just goes everything. And what's really lovely is these are completely gorgeously. Hang on. Have they been heat treated? They will have been, won't they? We're just checking the laboratory report. Would have thought they've been. All right, folks, stop everything for a second. Right, so tanzanite, I would say around about 90. I need to know if my team are in agreement. 95% of tanzanite is heat treated, regardless of where you get it in the world.
Yes.
I mean, we're talking about some of the most expensive tanzanite in the world is heat treated. The reason being, tanzanite, when it's in the ground, has contact with heat. The longer it's been exposed to heat and the closer it's been to the depth of the earth, the richer it goes in colour. So if we bring tanzanite out of the ground and it's not quite got the true tanzanite colour you expect, excuse me, then you would heat it in laboratory conditions. I don't recall the last time we had tanzanite on this channel that wasn't heat treated. This hasn't been heat treated. Now, heat treatment doesn't bother me. I don't see it as changing the gemstone. I still consider it as an organic thing, that because heat is heat. We're not putting anything into the gemstone. Heat is a naturally occurring thing. But when it's not even had to go into a laboratory to be taken to an incredibly high temperature, this is actually an exceptional collection of 118 carats of tanzanite. Because as you see it here, other than being 99%, is it? Is it 99% of cases of tanzanite have been treated? Oh, flips. Oh, it's not been heat treated.
Wow.
It's not been heat treated. For those of you out there who are your fans of your tanzanite, you need this in your life. It's that is a mistake. That it's, you know. Oh my goodness, no wonder it is flying out. Could I see the call screens please on that one, my lovely? We're about to go, thanks Al. It's about to go, so the anonymous shopper in Shropshire, you could be the next one to get it. Beverly Jane, I've got an anonymous shopper in the Highlands. Everyone who's already confirmed, congratulations. Final few remaining, £9.95, that is completely natural tanzanite, that is a steal and you've got to grab it. I've got people just upping their order to more than one. We've got an alright quantity of that available, so if you're thinking about calling in for it, I've got a big influx of people. Honestly, that's not even been heat treated. 99% of tanzanite is heat treated.
That's absolutely amazing. It's really exciting, isn't it, when you see something like this and you're just not expecting it at all. It's lovely to just have a little bit of an extra element to a strand.
Can we also mention the fact it's 85 centimetres in length? Actually, I can actually do a cat's cradle with tanzanite. Now, that's probably the biggest indulgence ever. Wowzers. 85 centimetres, 118 carats of natural. I've got some beautiful pink tones coming through that as well. That is a really fabulous one. Right, Tina, Ella, Joe and Victoria, all check out your baskets. That is one of those strands that if you don't get it, you'll remember for the rest of your life. I didn't get that natural strand for £10.
And I surely wish I had.
Right, before I go on, have a look, have a look, have a look. Oh.
Wowzers.
Hello! He must go to Polperro and Perranporth. They are fantastic places to go. Have a fab time from Bev. Oh, Bev Mac, how are you doing? How you doing, darling? You all right? How's Mac? I met somebody the other day who lives on the other side of Macclesfield. Who was it? Oh, I went to the gardeners exhibition at the NEC yesterday. It was a guy that claimed that he lived in Cheshire, and it turned out he was in Staffordshire, but he thought if he said Cheshire, he sounded more sophisticated. Well, it depends who you are. I'm from Cheshire, says a lot. Right, this next strand is one that we had a big discussion about before we came on air. And you describe it to me as being almost like the most indulgent type, visually like an indulgent jasper.
Mm-hmm.
I've never, ever, ever presented it before. Oh my word. It's like jasper, lapis lazuli and turquoise have had a baby.
I would go with that, absolutely.
Have a look to see what I mean. I love that. Jasper, lapis and turquoise have had a baby. I mean, they haven't, because that would be pretty extraordinary.
There's something imperial about it.
Yeah. Look at the veins in that barosite. I adore that. You can imagine this being for sale, actually not even for sale, you can imagine this being on display in the V&A.
You can.
You can imagine this being for sale in the shop of the Natural History Museum. Have you been to the jewellery display exhibition at the V&A?
Not yet.
You haven't lived. You will want to move in.
Sounds about right.
It's amazing. It is amazing. My children were absolutely blown away by it in there.
See, I would turn that upside down and make it into tiara.
Yes, darling. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. Right, let's go. Thank you, lovely. What? Who put that together? This is lovely. What were you saying about seed pearls earlier?
Oh, I think we were talking about with the moonstone, maybe, or what? With the.
Was it with these?
It could have been.
What were we talking about to go with the
So
seed
many
pearls?
things will go with seed
lapis.
pearls.
Was it little? Was it you that made this kit? It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. So, seed pearls. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Oh, make me think Linda. I bumped into her daughter at the garden show as well. Have a look at these. Look at those. And then, now the most prolific, the most sought after thread to put your pearls on would be a natural silk. Okay, and you're going to get the number 2 and the number 4. So the number 2 is your equivalent of a 0.45 mil, and your number 4 is the equivalent of a 0.6, okay? Now these are amazing because you'll see they actually come, have you used these before, Jem?
I have, yes.
They come with a needle attached. It's like a needle. It's basically, you get this very, very fine wire already attached, so it feeds through the pearls beautifully, and then you can pearl knot. Then, in this kit, you're going to get findings as well. So you'll be getting, and you get 6.5 feet, by the way, so 2 meters of each of those. Then you'll be getting 50 centimeters of chain.
Ooh.
You'll get your 5 jump rings. You'll get 2 pairs of shepherd hooks, 2 toggle clasps, 5 crimp beads, and 4 head pins.
That's fantastic.
I know. So it's a really comprehensive kit ready to go. 0800 644 655 MSX C56. And because Tom made it, he can control the price. So he better go where I think he's going. He's doing £11.95 for the kit. £11.95. Let's see who's going to get this. Anita, this first one in there. Congratulations. Amazing. And as the next, or maybe we'll fit in another item in between. Just look at that. Look,
That is perfection.
Oh.
See, seed pearls are really very desirable. They're so useful to put with your other pieces. With the gorgeous beryl chunks that we had earlier on, they would work beautifully.
Yeah.
But for my mind, £11.95 is just the strand of pearls, and everything else is a bonus for me.
Do you know what? I also like Keshi pearls with seed pearls as well.
Oh, yes.
It's almost like you can make your own little oysters, because where they've got a little groove in the Keshi pearl, you can just snuggle a little pearl in. £11.95, 0800 644 655. Karen in Cornwall, send your suggestions in, my darling. Tom's heading off to St Ives a day after tomorrow. Where has he got to go? Is the weather going to be nice for you, do you know? Yeah. Nice, 20 degrees, sunny. Do you know what? That's lovely for Cornwall, because you can do all your walks and, I'm jealous. Oh, you can have clotted cream. That's what I had. That's what I lived on all the summer. Pasties and clotted cream ice cream with a blob of clotted cream on the top. With a, oh yeah. What's your favourite pasty? Are you a traditionalist?
I don't really eat pasties.
Right.
Sorry.
You can get any type of pasty these
I'd probably
days.
have a curry one then. A curry pasty sounds
curry
good.
pasties, yeah.
Curry pasty for the win.
Stilton, yeah, you'll get your Stilton pasties, you'll get traditional, yeah, it depends. I do have my favourite pasty makers in Cornwall. I do quite enjoy pork and apple and cider.
Have you ever had a traditional pasty where you've got your meat and vegetables at one end and then your dessert flavour at the other end?
No.
That's traditionally how they were made. So you'd have all your meal in one. And then
Where can I get one of those?
I don't know. I'm sure you can find
Tom,
somebody that makes one.
That's your mission. On your last day, take a call bag, bring me back a pasty that's got pudding in it as well as my main course. And he's very excited about doing that for me. Thank you very much. Right, I adore these with the seed pearls.
Oh, perfect. Every time.
Look at that. Sewn into lace.
Gorgeous.
I need these. I need them. I need them.
Perfect addition to the 7 o'clock kit hour as well.
And recreate the designs in the 9 o'clock kit. Do you know what? I keep referring to the 9 o'clock kit. Would you mind if we just have a quick glance to give you a bit of a heads up? The jewellery is just beautiful. The kit's fabulous. I love it. Is that an angel in the centre? Mm-hmm. Are you feeling Christmassy?
No, these are just any time of
Just
the year,
angelic.
protective kind of,
Yeah.
looking out for you kind of angels.
I love that. Love that. So, that is just glorious. Will you take photographs of the jewellery that you see in St Ives as well? We've got some beautiful jewellery shops there. So, the design that you're seeing there, if you're loving the designs, that you can get that kit at 9 o'clock, but equally with the coated black spinel. They'd look sensational.
They certainly would, and recreate beautifully.
Can I do the star by first? We're going to do that amazing topaz. You know when you get a strand or you make a piece of jewellery and you change your posture?
Yes.
It's one of those. Like I've been to finishing school. Clearly, darling. Not seen her walk around with books on my head. Oh, look. Okay, Jem. You get given these. You can do whatever you want. You can put whatever you want with them. How do you use this strand?
I will be using 3 from either end, so a total of 6, plus 1 from the centre, the largest one, and I'll be making a waterfall pendant dropping from a piece of rose gold plated sterling silver chain. I want to see them clustering together, and I want to see them combined with pink gold, with rose gold. The light interaction that you will have from topaz as it moves, when it's set in that fashion, will be immaculate. You can see the light is just shattering through those gemstones onto your skin and glowing. It's a live gemstone. It's very, very beautiful, and I think in a design where you get movement naturally because of the technicality of the design, that's where it's going to shine. Just simply one with a wrapped loop as an earring drop would be beautiful as well, because wherever you've got movement, the light's going to work beautifully with this topaz. And you can see that the light box recording there, it really allows you to see the nature of this gemstone, and it is absolutely gorgeous.
They are beautiful. I can see a very delicately beautiful, glamorous look where perhaps you get a 0.4 wire and rosary link, but in between each one you'd also put one of those, faceted spinel.
Oh yes.
And just simply, maybe I could picture a high neck, perhaps just a boat line, neckline, lace, little cap sleeves, and then hair, sort of just loose curls, and then the delicate finesse that with the hair. With that, but I'd rosary link with a 0.4925. I've got it in my head. I've even designed the outfit I want.
Love it when you can see exactly what it is that you're aiming for.
The strange thing is as well, I'm picturing Daniel Craig on my arm while I'm wearing it.
Do you know, when we had this strand first appear, the first thing I thought of was Daniel Craig's eyes. That colour is a very Daniel Craig kind of colour,
Really?
so I'm not quite sure.
Are we channeling our inner Daniel Craig?
I guess we must be. But they're both very high performance gemstones in slightly different ways. So you've got the ultra paparazzi, haven't you, of the spinel, and it does work so beautifully with that immense light play in the topaz.
Totally took my brain on a completely different wavelength then. Yes.
Have I said something dumb again?
No. I'm sure he is award-winning, yeah. Right. Daniel, am I allowed to say that? Is that public knowledge? Daniel Craig purchased one of Kleshner's poppies that she makes, and he sent her a cheque. So I take it she hasn't cashed it in, and it's sitting in her office. Wow. That's cool. He lives not far from me. We see his wife around and about, just outside of, just outside of Stratford, yeah. The other way. I'm just trying, yeah. SWRU93. They are absolutely beautiful. 0800 644 655. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30 on the strand. £3 a gemstone.
Wow.
You see, I've worked with gemstones for long enough to sort of gauge what you would pay, like trade prices. Can you imagine if one of those was in, we had a collector's range a few years ago where we had the little clear boxes and you'd just buy the loose gemstones, some of them drilled, some of them weren't, and they were ready for prong setting, etc. Do you remember the connoisseur collection? That was it. And I would say one of those each, I wouldn't have questioned it if we'd have had one in a box for about £12.
I was thinking somewhere between £9.95 and £12.95 for the smaller end of the strand, boxed, and with those little impossible to open clicky white lidded boxes. I struggle.
Yeah, I struggle with those as well, which is probably why we don't do them anymore. That's one of those strands you want a certificate of authenticity as well, don't you?
Oh my gosh, so very much worth that extra 25 pence just to have your own peace of mind. And if you are making to sell, then it's a brilliant thing to sort of have on standby to show people.
I really want that.
I'm not surprised, Lovey. It's stunning. And as you were saying earlier, the connotation that you could utilise those with wedding jewellery.
Yeah.
Because of that beautiful tone.
Well,
absolutely
it costs us
perfect.
only £3 per. Yeah, and you integrate it into your prices that you make with them, don't you? Okay, let's go to 6x4. Yes. These ones here. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. No, it's the pig from Sing. We were doing it last night. Don't tell me you haven't seen Sing either.
No, I actually have seen that one. Usually when I hear
the pig
people...
that goes, come on, let's take off our clothes. I love it. Yeah. Yeah. Let's take off all our clothes. Yeah. WHE. P45. It's just a funny line, I like it. £7.95. These are completely natural freshwater culture pearls. They are beautiful. £7.95. What are we playing at?
Got me, hun. And those are so beautiful when you channel set them. They work really well as a channel set design.
You see, maybe do a bigger version.
Yeah, you could do the bangle version.
Yeah. Go all the way around. This is part of our next kit that we're going to be featuring in about 10 minutes' time. We're nearly into our last hour. Where's the show going? Right, come on, more bargains. Come on, come on. So pretty. The 2mm micro. Yeah, so pretty. And I'd like to put them with that and with that. And with that. I'd like that as a kit.
Ooh. So would I. Just the thought.
That's beautiful. We can make your own kits. You absolutely can.
If you were fortunate enough to snag the peridot earlier, I think peridot with green amethyst would be divine.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. 8 carats. That's a really lovely green. £6.95.
That's absolutely wonderful.
Isn't that a beautiful hue of green? Isn't that a lovely... Do you know what? That is not too dissimilar from sea foam in the seed beads.
I can imagine it working well with chalcedony as well. Then.
Yeah, nice. Yeah. Hi, Myra. Hi, Linda. QV. Hi, Janice. QVRU02. Hello, lots of anonymous shoppers. I wish I knew your name, but you've come through as anonymous and I don't know that. Hello, Rio. Now then. That would look fabulous with this. So imagine that strand with the rose quartz.
Works beautifully
I'm all about
together.
my nude tones. I like nude palette. We don't need that line from Sing now. No.
Add that to the beautiful beryl tumbles as well. I think that would be a nice combination.
Yeah, do you know what? You're good at that designer malarkey. Yeah. Oh, yeah. 0800 644 655 20 carat silver electroplated rose quartz smooth square pendant, and that's, I said it, £5.95. So that's 95 sterling silver that you've got on there, which has been electroplated onto your rose quartz. And the electroplating works basically, I could give you a science lesson right now, but it works with putting the silver into its way the ions work and then knit towards the basically, the gluons. They work their way and attach onto the gemstone in question. NDD L3 for 0800 644 655. Now don't forget, once you've spent £35 with us, did I sound like Professor Brian Cox then? Did I? Did I? What was it? Was it? Yeah. Lovely. 0800 644 655. I think it might be time for a coffee. Tom!
My
Maybe
son
an
was
additional
trying to
sugar in mine. Yeah.
My son was trying to explain covalescent bonding to me yesterday, and the look on my face must have prevented him from getting further than the first line of the textbook.
But you know what? Charlie is in year 1 of primary school, and I'm already scared about his homework. Yeah. Who was he learning about this morning? Martin Luther King this morning. And, Mummy, did you know that when I'm really old, like Daddy, there will be more plastic in the earth than in the sea than fish? I know. We'll carry on. When he's really old, like Daddy. I know it is shocking as a parent to hear that. It's awful. Yeah, I am. I've become so acutely aware of it now. Have a look at this. 270 carats. SKPO43. Look at those. $270 carats. They are chunky. That would look lovely, just on a little bit of extra chain with an extender for a bracelet.
It would. I think it would look gorgeous as an anklet, something really, really striking. For when those Indian summer days happen.
Yeah. Got to say, I bought a new umbrella in March and I've had more use out of it in the last week than I have in the last few months. It's the Flamingo.
Oh.
It's a Flamingo umbrella. £4.95 on those. Now then, we're going to go to a break. When we come back, we have got the final kit of the day, the second kit for the evening show, and it is fab. The ring that I've been wearing since the start of the show that I'm very attached to is part of the kit, so don't go anywhere. And remember, once you've spent £35 with us today, it's free delivery, so get shopping. We'll see you in a bit.
If you have a question or a query for JewelleryMaker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2. Or alternatively, you can email help@jewellerymaker.com.
Hi everybody, I've got some exciting news to share with you. Oh, this is how it's going to be.
Don't worry.
Hi everybody, I've got some really exciting news to share with you. I've got some really exciting news to share with you. I'll be able to tell. Oh. Hello everybody, I've got some really exciting news to share with you. I can't tell you very much about it now, but if you can join me on the 15th of September, I can tell you more about my London workshop. It's exclusive and it's never been seen before, so I hope you can join me then.
Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates through items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from JewelleryMaker. JewelleryMaker. Create, wear, share.
Buying with JewelleryMaker online couldn't be easier. Just head over to our website, JewelleryMaker.com, and click on the register link. Simply fill in the required fields and you can shop 24/7. You'll also be privy to a faster checkout and personalised offers. JewelleryMaker, your one-stop shop for all your jewellery making needs. It's easy to stay in touch with JewelleryMaker. You can like our Facebook page and join a community of over 65,000 people. You can follow us on Twitter and tweet us your messages and opinions, send photos of your designs and enter our Wall of Fame competition. Or if you need any help or advice, you can email our friendly help team. Make sure to get involved and stay up to date with JewelleryMaker. Welcome to JewelleryMaker. We are part of the Immediate Media family. Immediate Media is a fast-growing multimedia platform company who operates some of the most loved brands across the UK. Our brands range from our other shopping TV channel, The Sewing Quarter, to our very successful magazines, such as Simply Knitting, Molly Makes, and The Radio Times. We work incredibly hard to inspire you and bring you lots of exciting ideas and projects. So whatever your creative needs, you know that our crafting family will be there for you. JewelleryMaker. Create, wear, share. You can watch our JewelleryMaker show every day on our website by clicking the Watch and Buy Online link in the top right-hand corner of our homepage.
You are going to love this kit. You are going to love this kit. You're going to love this kit. It's got a wow factor, it's got an elegance, and the way that Jem has used the contents, the ingredients of this, I think is brilliant. I really would quite like to do a show. We've done them a few times where you give the same kit to two different people, don't let them see what they've done, and then you bring both together.
Sounds fab.
I don't know if we've done a show quite like that, actually, when we've not let them see. So I could be sat in the middle, you could be at one side, another designer at this side. You both get the same kit, you get given 2 hours, and let's see what you've done. Can we do that, Tom?
That sounds like larks.
Yeah, cool, we'll do it. Because I'm just looking at this, and I wouldn't have been as creative as Jem. So let's show you your ingredients. Get your creative juices flowing and then get a wow inspiration. Now you might have already had a bit of a heads up because we showed you briefly the jewellery earlier. The ring I've been wearing since the start of the show, which I've totally fallen in love with, and I've called him Norman, don't know why. Just in my head I've called him Norman. Right, we've got limited stock on this. Okay, let's have a look then. Sorry, I've just eaten a flapjack. Might as well tell you, I had mini flapjack. Right. You're going to get 3 lots of wire. And your wire is all sterling silver, sorry, it's all, I retract, it is all silver plated round copper wire. You'll get 10 metres of 0.6, 10 metres of 0.4 and 10 metres of 0.8. So your 4, 6 and 8, the essential gauges. You can make your own findings with these, you can make your own torques, you can do anything, you can coil it, you can wire wrap it. It is fabulous. Every one of our designers that I know who works with wire, I know I could go to them and say, if you could only choose 3 gauges, what would you choose? And it'd be these 3. They are your essentials. It's just like with your beads, your sizes, you go for a 4, 6 and an 8 mil for your essential rounds, and it's the same with your wire. You've got your essentials. Then, whenever this has been available as an item to buy, I have bought it. It is a gemstone that's very close to my heart because it's the national gemstone of New Zealand and my husband is from New Zealand. It's a gemstone that I love and adore. I had a real wake-up call when I went on the beach in New Zealand and tried to find some, and I did, but it was almost like the size of a large splinter. And it is truly beautiful. Look at those. I'm going to show you the back of it to show you how it, see, I like the back of that as well.
It is attractive.
That is just stunning. And then these are beautiful. They are beautiful. 2mm micro faceted. Beautiful. You're kidding me. You're kidding me. Right, this is natural lapis, folks. It is not dyed. I would say probably about 96% of the lapis that we have coming into the business, and we've got pretty much the go wherever we want to select it. I would say probably about 96% of the lapis that comes in is dyed. Lapis in the industry is expected to be dyed these days. Look at those, they are beautiful. Right, do the best you can possibly do on this one, Tom. It's the last kit of the day. Should be $34.95. Not interested in that this evening. You've got all of your wire, you've got the premium quality abalone, you've got that exquisite hand-faceted 2mm beautiful, beautiful, beautiful lapis. You're going to love the price of this. You're going to add it onto your order. $16.95. It's $16.95. That is less than half price tonight. It's less than half price. Could I see the call screens, please? Oh, let's go and see what Jewellery Gem has made, because you won't believe for $16.95 you could make all of this. Because you don't need anything else. Because you've got your 4, 6 and 8, you can make all of your findings. You've got all of your gemstones. I've multi-buy on this one, $16.95, multi-buy on it, folks. You have made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces of jewellery. 6 pieces of jewellery for $16.95. 6 pieces of genuine gemstone jewellery for £16.95. Oh, sorry. That's my technical Ujima flip-flopness. $16.95. You've made 6 pieces of jewellery. That is astonishing. That is astonishing. No wonder it's flying out. Hi, Karen. Hi, Nat. Hi, Tina. Oh, hello. Karen in Greater Manchester. Nat in Greater... Oh, you're in Greater London. Tina in Cheshire. Bev's in Cheshire. Got the Northerners in tonight. Check out your baskets, folks. Check out your baskets. You're just rearranging my display. Thanks, doll. Check your baskets out. The full kit, $16.95. I think you really see the value for money when you see all of the designs. Let's have a really good look at all the designs. Where's that other ring gone?
Just popped the ring on the hand.
Oh, yeah. So 5. Did I say 6 pieces of jewellery or 5?
There are 5.
There are 5. Look at that. That's the ring. That's Norman. I don't know why I've called him Norman.
No, I insist on naming when you have animals or spiritual creatures in your jewellery. You must name them. I like Norman. Norman's good.
Norman. It's the ring, Norman. I loved it. Incredibly elegant. Beautiful. And then that stunning angel, which, you see, that's very snowflake-esque.
It's pretty.
It's beautiful. It's ethereal.
something a little bit maybe elven about it, something a little bit
Yeah.
spacey about it. I can't,
I get snowflake. That angel though, I would love that for my goddaughter, who's 7 weeks.
Oh,
I know, Amelia Grace.
I first started making these when we first brought the bars out here at JewelleryMaker, specifically to hang over new babies' cribs. Not for them to touch, but to hang in the nursery. Yeah.
I don't get it. How have you stopped them flopping?
They are wired in various different ways. It's set on, I think the 0.6mm gauge runs through the bars itself, and then I've wrapped around with 0.4 a couple of times around each of the piano keys, as it were. So you wrap around the front, cross behind 2, wrap around 1, cross behind 2, back around 1, and so on and forth. Yep.
Back around 1, cross behind 2, back around 1. Cross behind 2.
This is all quite normal.
It's flying out. Please, please, please check out your baskets, folks. The whole kit's $16.95. So you've made that beautiful snowflake-inspired piece at the end. You've made, I see that, I can see that there on the end in lapis, which it is, natural, genuine lapis. Have you got an Etsy page? I can see that as a not on the high street, as an Etsy thing. And I would see that probably, for that piece alone, about 35. Is that what you think?
In plated metal, yes, absolutely. You'd be looking to magnify that if you were going for the sterling silver.
Probably about $69.99 something in silver. Am I right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh, you're my prices.
She's good at it.
Yeah, I shop a lot online. I'm a shopaholic with no time. Yeah. Gorgeous. And then the dinky earrings.
I just wanted something a little bit extra to show that you can make quite substantial drops, but delicate pieces.
I just love those. I really adore what you've done with this kit, Jan.
Thank you,
I
darling.
really
That's really
adore
kind
it.
of you.
And for $16.95, those earrings alone, $16.95. Easy, 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 any day of the week.
Just in plated metal, yeah, and especially now that I can't quite get my breath that these are unenhanced lapis, which is spectacular.
The depth of colour and they're not dyed, it's amazing.
And again, lapis isn't actually one of those gemstones that's terribly easy to facet and to polish and to shape. Quartz is really quite well behaved. Lapis can be a bit tricky, so to know that those have been microfaceted to the tiny size, it's just magnificent.
That is just...
And again, I didn't say this earlier, but that price is absolutely amazing. When I saw your starting price, Tom, and I knew that you were going to drop it.
I thought $29.95.
Well, I thought $29.95, hoped $24.95, and you just take my breath away. Thank you.
It's less than half price. It's less than half price. You can make every single piece of this jewellery. Have you included anything other than what you get in the kit?
The torque, I think, was one that I carried in my bag.
Yep.
But it is just wire. It's just that I then don't have to recreate the same thing 50,000 times.
Yeah.
So I tend to carry a stash of those. But the earring wire is made from the 0.8mm gauge, and all of the actual pieces of jewellery are made with the component parts.
You could use the 0.8 and just hammer it, couldn't you?
You could indeed, if you wanted to. Yeah, absolutely.
But she's really lazy. Obviously hasn't put much effort into this at all. Look at it, it's stunning, Jem. It's really, really stunning. And that ring as well. Can we just have a closer look at that ring for those people?
Do you want me to tilt? What I was going to say, Reginald. That's
Tilt.
not right.
Norman.
Norman. Do you want me to tilt Norman up slightly?
Let's tilt Norman.
I love Norman.
Hi Cynthia. Hi Minu. Hi
That's
Janet.
better, yeah.
Kay and Maureen and Tina and Karen. Lots of people multi-buying. Hi Marilyn. Gorgeous, gorgeous. So what technique are we going to learn?
Well, Tom asked earlier on if we could learn the swirly pendant technique. And what we're going to do is show you how to start that off. And if you continue doing it, it'll turn into the pendant. But if you stop after 5 gemstones, it'll turn into the earrings. So multi-purpose.
Okay, great.
So we're going to use a length of the 0.8mm gauge wire as the framework for our piece. And I've just cut probably around about 12 to 14 inches or so, which is plenty to make a really extensive pendant. And I've just smoothed that between thumb and forefinger a couple of times just to give me a little bit of rigidity to the wire. Once you've got that little bit of extra rigidity, it means that when you start coiling it, it's much more likely to stay in place. Your wire can be quite floopy, and if it's too floopy, then...
it can be what?
Floopy. Floopy is too soft. We want it to work harden a little bit. So between...
Is that a real word or is that a gem word?
It's a gemism, probably.
Floopy.
Yeah.
Might use that, Tommy.
Knock yourself out.
Thank you.
So just between thumb and forefinger, just to add a little bit of strength to it. I'm going to come quite close to the end. Not quite that close, though, because it just binged into infinity.
I keep meaning to say your ring's amazing.
Oh, thank you. That's Tucson fluorite, if you could believe it. So I'm just coming very close to the end of those round nose pliers so that I can get a good grip and twist that slightly, just so that we get the start of quite a small little loop going on. And you can see that I remove the pliers and then make my life easy by twisting the design around. So once I've got a nice little coil getting started, what I want to do is add on the first of my beads. Now, for the sake of things not falling on the floor, what I tend to do is I pop my 0.4mm gauge wire into one of the bags that the kits come in. I pre-thread my gemstones. In this instance, I've popped on some of those microfaceted lapis, and I've just tied a little knot in the wire at the end so that those don't all fall off just while we're chatting. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the end of that wire and wrap it round several times to make sure that that's nice and firmly attached. Give that a squeeze so that we get an almost gizmo-like coil. And then I'm going to trim that away. Now you can obviously, instead of wasting the wire, you can take that end all the way around, but for the sake of speed and neatness, that's what we've done today. So I'm just turning the very end section of wire so that that end piece lies flat. If I rub my finger over, I'm not going to catch skin or start to destroy the jewellery in wear. So I'm just going to make sure that that's nice and firm, that those are nice tight coils that we've started off with. And once I've got the coil going, I'm just going to make sure that my wire sits over to the outside of the coil and start bringing that around as if I'm continuing to make my coil. But then what I'm going to do is drop on one of those beautiful natural faceted lapis onto the very outside of that wire framework. I'm going to support the gemstone in position. What I'm just going to do is tidy this coil up a little bit so that it's smaller and it should be easier to deal with. So I'm supporting the gemstone against the edge of the framework, and I'm going to draw the tail of the wire all the way around once, twice, 3 times a gemstone. And then I'm going to give that a nice little squeeze. So I've started my fine wire over the top, held the gemstone in position, drawn the wire underneath. So in terms of muscle memory, what we're doing is we're always winding the wire in the same direction, adding in the second gemstone, hold the gem into position, push it firmly against that wire, draw the tail around, and that tail is preloaded with all of those beautiful lapis, and the wire sits inside the bag to keep everything under control. And you can see that that starts to build up really quickly, but because we're working with a 0.8mm gauge, it's really easy for me to just maneuver that into position by hand. That is all there is to it. You can do that as many or as few times as you want, and then you can build it up to be just the little earrings, or you can continue all the way around until you've burned through all of that lovely lapis and make a really big statement piece. When you get to the end, just tidy it up. 3 or 4 little wraps and a trim and you're done.
That's gorgeous. And what's fab, I've just brought in front of me here, that would work really nicely because of all the silver wire in there. So we've got this beautiful little locket. In 925 sterling silver.
Gorgeous.
And I can see that integrating into those designs beautifully.
That would be gorgeous.
Of Tom in there, couldn't we? While he's away in St Ives.
Take a photo of the Polperro beach or Perranporth beach and pop that in. That'd be lovely.
Or you could get one of your... oh yeah, I love going hunting for stones and shells on the beach. Yeah,
I've had something not dissimilar to this. Don't know if it's exactly the same. When you receive these, you often get a little square of black anti-tarnish tab in the packet. And what I did is I pressed it inside the locket to imprint the shape of the heart, cut a heart shape out of that anti-tarnish tab, and popped it inside the pendant. And you get an amazing look when you do that.
Yeah,
and obviously it's not harmless. It's not harmful to the silver in any way because it's designed to be used with silver.
Yeah.
This looks really cool.
Cool. Well, that's coming up for you shortly. I've also got the most adorable pumpkin that I want to do as well. Right, let's do the multicolour tourmaline.
Oh my gosh, that's vibrant.
Isn't that?
Wow.
Yeah. Juicy and fruity. 90... Shouldn't do that. 90 carats. Really juicy. They're lovely. Deep fuchsias. Rich greens. Gorgeous golden tones.
Do you have a favourite colour on a multi-tourmaline strand? I'm only asking because I do. Purple's my favourite colour, but green tourmaline is spectacular.
Yeah.
There's something about green tourmaline that's just a little bit extra.
I like the purpley ones, really. $5.95.
Wait, that's
$5.95.
tourmaline.
Maybe tourmaline. I know, such a geek. 0800 644 655. Beautiful. That heart, by the way, is now available on pre-order. It's 19 by 19 millimetres. To just go, that was really ladylike.
Sorry.
I'm doing 9 by 4. I can't really talk. Gorgeous. Make sure you're checking out Linda and loads of you grabbing that. Well done. Now, I really love these. Really, really love these. And actually, funny enough, have you seen people do it for symbolising tranquility and mindfulness on the beaches when you stack the stones? You'll see a lot of that when you're down in Cornwall. Lots of people, you go and collect your stones, your pebbles, be very mindful whilst doing it, different size stones, and then you see these lovely sculptures up on the beach.
They're like a cairn, aren't they? They're beautiful.
Adam was saying that he kicks them over. He doesn't, he was joking.
He was just kidding.
But there's something that's reminds me of this, but also almost temple-esque.
Yes, definitely. There's some, like a Vietnamese temple, something like that. But this always puts me in mind of 1980s surfer jewellery, something that's suitable innately for all genders, I think, with this. Even though you have touches of the sort of the more feminine, the peachy pink tones, that for me is definitely in any gender strand.
Yeah, definitely. And again, it has that ethereal quality. Look at the sparkle on it. $12.95. I think that's lovely with the soft cashmere greys. You can imagine a nice big floppy grey snuggly jumper, big snuggly grey cardi, white top, jeans, snuggly woolly boots, and then little delicate earrings of this and a necklace of this.
That'd be a lovely end to a perfect outfit. Just the finishing touch.
Blow dry. Sitting in front of a log fire, a glass of warm mulled wine, reading a novel. No children.
Are we in Aspen, Colorado?
Yeah.
Could there be a hot tub?
You can have your hot tub.
Thanks, babe.
Do you know what, we were talking about this earlier, actually. We said that if you could be anywhere drinking a glass of champagne, and we were talking to Clive from the team, and he said, we were talking about having a Prosecco fountain at work, weren't we?
I have suggested this on a number of occasions.
Yeah, we're not getting one. And he said, no, aim higher, let's go for champagne. I was like, okay, let's do that. And he said, yeah. And I'm, all right, okay, where would you be? And he wanted to be on a cliff top, looking at a sunset, drinking a glass of champagne. My ideal location, sat on the sofa, in my pyjamas, ice cold glass of champagne, snuggly bed socks with pom-poms, and a heavily knitted cardi. Going to bed in freshly washed sheets that have been ironed.
See, for me, it's penthouse.
Put in?
Penthouse, New York, overlooking Central Park, hot tub, champagne, yes, thank you.
I know, I just quite like to be in my clean house in clean pyjamas. It's simple, delicious. Right, moving on. I want this pumpkin. I need this. Okay, how many of you have got Just anyone who likes a little bit of fun, be it anyone for any age range. My mum would love this on her charm bracelet. My niece will have to have one of these. I now have a niece who's nearly 2 weeks old. My goddaughter, my best friend, I think it's just lovely.
That is adorable. A lot of pumpkins out there in the land of charms are ugly.
Yeah.
They don't look like pumpkins. They look like squashed, dropped toast or something equally obscure. They certainly don't look like pumpkins, or look like a foot or something.
Jem, you've been asked to do a Halloweeny laugh. $5.95.
Wow. So
$5.95.
I could do my Wicked Witch of the West
Go on.
production.
Oh.
Which just sounds like a demented lady, but
I
that
also
was
played
her.
the Wicked Witch of the West.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
Ah,
Yeah,
Witch Sisters.
I can remember my first line. Take Dorothy to the Emerald City, would you? The little brat killed my sister. I was 9 at Disley County Primary School. I was 9.
I think I was 7, and it was the Brownies, and it was just
it?
before I got chucked out.
You got ditched from the Brownies.
I got expelled from the Brownies for accidentally setting fire to my hair.
$5.95. That is just gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I'm having one of those. In fact, can I have that one? Okay, I'm taking that. Right, this carnelian leaf. Again, you see, I think there's a bit of a Halloweeny tone there, you see.
There is. I was eyeing that up earlier. It's absolutely beautiful.
You were actually, this carnelian leaf. Now, it's not drilled. What would you do?
I would prong set that in antique bronze wire, and I would
yeah.
further enhance the carvings of the veins of the leaf with little fronds of wire coming up and around to secure it. So most of the
Nice.
gemstone would be on display, but there'd just be little hints of antique bronze sneaking around the side.
For those of you who've watched the show for a few years, how many of you remember the item that we had? I bought it in abundance. It was a chain absolutely cluttered with little leaves.
Yes, I have that in
Yeah,
bronze
same.
and in silver.
Same. And I can just imagine this working beautifully suspended from that. This is stunning. I can also imagine Gemma Crow working with perhaps chocolate browns and different tones of orange with the cinnamon and actually having that maybe actually with the felt as well. And I think we need to get felt back on the show. Did you used to watch the show when we had felt? And Gemma Crow used to do all the felt animals and things?
Didn't see a huge amount of it, but it has been recently. Gemma did some big funky blue
I know some
pieces.
things have started to come back in, haven't they? I'm really excited for the relaunch of it. MPSK52, a fabulous carnelian leaf. And look at the profile of it, 23 by 19. That's got to be a good, probably, I'd say 7-8 millimeters in thickness. $4.95, and it's
That's
natural.
fab.
It's totally natural. Natural Brazilian carnelian, not even heat treated. That is stunning, really, really stunning. Actually,
That's cute.
that takes me. Where's that take? That's taking me to an area of the Ritz, actually. Bit of decadence, you know, darling. Yeah, $4.95, folks. $4.95, fabulous colour combination with those two together. Okay, we have got those amazing abalone pendant pieces, haven't we? So these fabulous cabochons, which, if you just got the kit that Gemma had brought to you for $16.95, remember when you spent £35 with us today, right up until midnight, it's free P&P. So you might have just bought an item this morning, one this afternoon, and then tonight, make sure you're getting over that £35, get over that £35 mark, and then you can get your free post and packaging. Now, these are fabulous. You're going to get 2. They're big. They're really big. And they're both sides, double-sided. Quite rare to find double-sided of this size.
It is, and there's a beautiful, delicate dome to them as well, isn't there? It's just very, very beautiful.
No, just a very slight, you can see that there? Hi Roz, Drew is a lot prettier than Daniel Craig. Do you reckon? Not today, darling. He's had his carpal tunnel operation. He's all bandaged up.
Aww.
I know.
It's a good recovery rate.
Oh, it'll be fine. It'll be absolutely fine. It was no complications. It's fine. It's just it means that I have to do everything in the house for a couple of weeks. Not survive. No, I agree. He's handsome, isn't he? Yes.
And he's hilarious.
We've been together 16 years. I'm a bit bored of his humour. I'm joking. I wouldn't say it's hilarious, though. I think that's a bit far-fetched. Ian Music. He's the funny one out of the two of us.
I wasn't going to reference that at all.
Were you thinking it as well?
No! Oh my gosh, I think you're both hilarious.
I'm blatantly funnier than Drew.
Yeah.
These
But Drew is a funny dude.
But he's not as funny as me.
No,
I'm not going in competition with my husband.
Are you competitive, Lucy?
No, I just do it for effect. Oh, couldn't care less. DAXC79, £8.95. They are gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Our little boy, Charlie, is obsessed with space at the moment. Ooh. He is beyond desperate to phone Tim Peake. He begs me, have you managed to get Tim Peake's phone number today, Mummy? Mummy, if I'm really good at school tomorrow, do you think you might be able to try? Just try really hard, because you've always said if you try really hard, you can achieve anything you want.
Oh.
So if you try really hard, can you get Tim Peake's telephone number? But I know that he would love these, because he looks at abalone and says that it's almost like looking at Earth from space.
They are almost like a nebula, aren't they?
Gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Really gorgeous. Mm.
They're great to use actually as a background for little line drawings over the top, lines in wire.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, lovely. I mean, even Tree of Life design in the wire of those, gorgeous. Now then, these are fabulous, particularly if you do very delicate kumihimo, delicate macrame, work with the lazy daisies, do Viking knits, fabulous. But also, if you want to put a few threads together, if perhaps you've crimped 8 strands of beading thread and you just want to have a really nice finish. If you want to perhaps glue in to create a tassel, these are fabulous. So they're a silver plated hook clasp. But I've used these as pendants before. These are like little angels.
They are, aren't they?
And then shepherd hooks.
Oh, you're definitely feeling the festivities today.
Oh, I'm totally in Christmas zone. I bought a reindeer yesterday. I bought a reindeer.
An
Not
actual
real
reindeer?
No.
Just checking.
No. A faux reindeer. £1.95 for all of these. This is fabulous.
That's
so
fab.
obviously the intention is that you glue into this part here and then you use the hook as so. But many of our designers have actually pincered that together. Then you can use it to hook over a strand and then you can have your tassel flowing down here. And then you can actually, these just look really sweet. There's little earrings, little droplets, like little cowbells.
Multiple strands of very fine chain as well would look lovely dropping out of those.
And at £1.95.
Wouldn't they look awesome as the tops to your seed bead covered Christmas baubles for the tree?
Yeah.
Because it's sort of ready-made hook, isn't it then?
Yeah, perfect. Yeah. Oh, I hate hooking on baubles. Now, these are, I gave you a bit of a heads up earlier, they actually look lovely with that moonstone as well.
Oh, they do.
Again, I'm in my grey cashmere cardi. I'm in loungewear. Loungewear. Again, with bed socks with pom-poms. I love those. £5.95. £5.95. Big, bold statement look. You can put them with jet black, you can put them with your black spinel, very sort of Gatsby. £3.95. We're clearing these out now. The final few, £3.95. If you've hit your £35 mark, congratulations, you've got free delivery, so you might as well spend £3.95 on getting yourself something that you want. Yeah.
You've got your perfect round Wilma Flintstone look.
Ah, it's not big enough for me for Wilma. They're gorge. They're really fabulous. And just one of those actually in a ring could be really dazzling big night out.
It would.
Okay, they've sold out. Oh, no, I've got the hiccups.
Oh no! Oh no! Ooh. Such a useful strand to have.
Don't have micro-faceted, my lovely. I've got perfect rounds. Yeah. These are pretty.
They are fab.
So the plain rounds. A beaded bead.
A beady bead. Beady beady.
Not a beady bead, but a beaded bead.
Ah!
I got a bit obsessed with making beaded beads. £2.45.
That's fab.
Have you done a beaded bead?
I don't believe I have done a beaded bead.
Very effective. So if you have like a 12mm bead, you loop round, or say like a 14mm bead, and you actually cover the bead in different designs with. Oh, that's really making sense, isn't it? Well done, Lucy.
No, but I get the picture. What you mean?
Yeah, so you can actually surround your bead. Also lovely for. I've just realised, where are they?
This is, it's like a wardrobe staple, isn't it?
Oh,
You
absolutely.
talk about your blue jeans.
Yeah.
Well, your black agate, especially in such a useful size, is going to be a staple for all of your making needs.
Absolutely, absolutely.
A little highlight here, a little highlight there.
Yeah.
Punctuate.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Now, these are referred to as black, and I completely disagree with it. Because they're navy. They're definitely a deep navy.
I'm going for midnight.
Yeah, midnight. Okay, I'm with you on that.
Oh my gosh! At midnight with a touch of peacock elegance. Oh, wow.
Wow! Wow! Last 6 bundles. Oh, they are just scrumptious. Look at the volume of pearls. For all of you out there who love pearls, you've got to be getting these. 0800 644 655. And actually, that silver filigree heart in the mix.
Perfect. You could make a super long, like an opera-length necklace with the silver heart at the bottom, with the different sizes of the pearls. You could graduate up and down. 3 of the smallest, 2 of the medium-sized, 1 of the largest, graduate in the opposite direction, and then at the very end, you'd have the beautiful filigree heart locket.
Oh,
the feisty, beautiful filigree heart locket.
There's something very Rose Titanic.
Yes.
About that.
It is almost an Edwardian feel to it.
Yeah. CQ, as in the character Rose from Titanic, Kate Winslet character. Now, they should be, and they've closed at $89.95 previously, okay? I'm sorry, I do feel like I've got to sneeze. It's about to happen. No, not happening. Okay, CQGP14. Now, we are going to make sure that these go. Just so you know, we've got Anne, one of our beading buddies. Are you serious? This is going below staff cost on it. It's going to £10 a metre. £10 a metre. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. They've got this, the last time you're going to see these on screen, £10 a metre. £10 a metre of genuine freshwater culture pearls. Oh my goodness, 4 chances left. And that's below staff cost, hun. Grab a couple of those. That's amazing.
That's
4 chances. Now, I think sometimes people are intimidated when they see really low quantities on screen. You think, oh, I'm not going to get those, I won't bother calling in. Do it. Do it. We've got a couple of people on the phone lines, we've got a couple of people with these in baskets, but no one's confirming. So it could be you, and it's a free phone number, and it's free to put it into your basket and check out on the phone, on the website. Obviously, you pay for the item, but you're not paying for the transaction, as in you don't pay to have to do it.
So if I was going to use one of these in an opera length piece, I'd probably just go for one of the medium-sized strands, one of these.
Yeah.
And I'd pop the silver locket on the end, and that would recoup me considerably more than the whole bundle costs. And I've still got this one, and this one, and this one, and this one to go.
That was amazing. That was amazing. They're gone. Amazing. Oh, gorgeous. Oh! Oh! Can we do the white ones? I know you can't match the price, but you can do something, can't you? There they are. Hang on 1 second. You can match the price of what we've just done. They've never been that low before and you can match it. Okay, he's going to match it. We're going to do £10 a strand of... Oh my goodness, you've got to get them. This is a clearance deal. It's a case of first come, first serve on this one, folks. The previous ones have now sold out. If you... Okay, $49.95, go for it. It's £10 a metre. You've got £10 a metre of the ivory freshwater culture pearls. They're natural ivy freshwater culture pearls. £10 a metre. £10 a metre. Go on, you're doing some tallying up in your head, aren't you? This Michael, everybody, is making jewellery and making quite a nice financial situation in his life of the jewellery that he now buys, makes and sells. That is just, oh, look.
Is it wrong that I just want to do this?
No, oh gosh, I really do think I'm going to sneeze. $49.95, £10 a metre on those NMGP68. Go for it. I've got people in Berkshire, in Somerset, in Worcestershire, Warwickshire. Go for it, go for it. That's amazing, well done. Okay, let's do the grey moonstone, and I want to show you them with the pearls.
That's so elegant.
Isn't it?
Really, really elegant. Sometimes instead of going for a black gemstone with the body of a white pearl, you want something a little bit softer. And a moonstone of this nature is absolutely ideal because it is very grown up. It's softly elegant.
It's your cashmere grey in front of your log fire, isn't it?
It is, but it's all age appropriate.
Yeah, absolutely. You can see Judi Dench wearing it.
Susan Sarandon in a trouser suit.
Yes. Julia Roberts. Emily Blunt. Yeah. Would Rachel Riley wear this, Michael?
No.
No.
Did you say Maggie Smith?
No, I said Rachel Riley. He was like, visualising what she would. Or maybe wouldn't wear. Okay.
So that's going to look beautiful with a black item of clothing as much as any other.
Yeah. And I'd like to wear this with sort of like a pale pink nudie tone.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Nudie.
It is after the watershed.
Well, it won't be when the repeat of the show's happening while people are having their breakfast. So, okay, where should we go to? Oh, sneeze. Say that again, sorry. Red? I ain't got red.
You see fuchsia?
We've got a definite fuchsia, we ain't got red.
It could just be a descriptive thing.
That's not, in whose world is that red?
That's red, that is. That is red.
This is not red.
I would go for fuchsia at the stretch, a washed magenta.
No, that's an 8mm.
That is an 8mm strand.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, £2.95. They are not red, they're fuchsia. There we go. They're not red, they're fuchsia. And look at that with the abalone. Oh.
Gorgeous. If you want to pick out your pinker hot tones from the abalone, that's the ideal strand to go with.
Definitely. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. £2.95. Now, if you're close to spending your £35 tonight, go for it. Add on to your order. When you spend £35 with us today, it means that you don't pay any post and packaging. Now, it's the fuchsia.
Let's see what you did there.
Citrine, citrine, citrine.
Ooh.
It's the gemstone of sunshine. It's the gemstone of happiness. DLRU93. 60 carats of citrine. Citrine is such a happy gemstone. If you need somebody to have a little bit of happiness in their life, citrine is the gemstone you should be giving them. Equally, we were discussing the use of citrine earlier, weren't we?
To attract money into your life in a positive fashion.
In a positive way.
It's beautiful. I mean, when I'm looking at it here in the studio with light coming down from above, I'm seeing real elements of trapped sunshine. There's golden, almost like foil. And that's when you know you've got a really lovely citrine. You get that foil-like effect underneath it.
It is really, really warm and golden. It really is a perfect, look. What colour strands that got going through? So yeah, it's a gold beading thread going through. It's lovely, really lovely. So 0800 644 655, add it onto your order. Now, once again, this is a Brazilian sourced quartz. We talk about the Brazilian and the African sourced quartzes a lot. With Brazilian, you get the clarity. Usually then they are heat treated, as this one is here, because you get the clarity because they have formed in like geodes. They're forming in cocoons where they're protected by lots of the tectonic plate movement. They're protected from other mineral properties coming close because they form in geodes, but that means they're also protected from the heat. So naturally you get the clarity from citrine, and then because it's not having had contact with the heat, we then heat treat it to enhance that colour. Opposite for African you naturally get the depth of the colour because it's been closer to the heat source, but it's also been very close and within a lot of tectonic plate movements, so you get more inclusion. So Brazil, you go for clarity. African, you go for colour. You've got the clarity here. We've enhanced the colour by a little bit of heat. So that for me is still organic. It's gorgeous. It's $10.95. No, it's not. We should be. Ooh. Oh. $8.95 clearance price on it this evening for the final few. We're literally just 10 minutes away from the end of the show. So add onto your order $8.95. And if you do sell at craft fairs and you are wanting a little bit of luck, a lot of our designers do it, Mark Smith included. Keep a little bit of citrine in your petty cash tin to attract money for good sales. Can't hurt. Here we go. Hello, Sandra. Hello, Janet. Hello, Frida. Lots of anonymous shoppers there as well. Got lots of people joining us from all over the UK. Now, I'd like to do probably one of the most sentimental pieces of jewellery that you could ever get for somebody. I was bought my first locket when I think it must have been for my christening. It was for my christening. Aww. And yeah, I still have it now. And I think that this is beautiful. Let's do the locket. This isn't just a beautiful locket, it's a moment where you can capture a memory. You can work with so many different elements with this. Just getting your favourite colour in the form of material or with your polymer clays. It might be that, I was thinking actually I'd quite like my little boys to make me a polymer clay heart to fit in here, somewhere between the two of them, and maybe squish their fingerprints in and then pop it in. And then you could have interchangeable beads. You could put your favourite gemstone in there, but particularly if you're a fan of crystal healing, best thing you can do is use a practice of healing called kinesiology, where you very much go with the energies that come from the crystals. There's loads of different crystal healings that you can do. Kinesiology is something that I've practiced a lot. And if you just close your eyes in the morning and just breathe and perhaps have just a couple of moments of meditation, and then when you open your eyes, if you've laid out a few different gemstones, see which one you're drawn to for the day, and then just pop it in your locket and wear that close to your heart. And that could just be the energy that you're needing to get you through the day. Because everything that you need on a daily basis, I mean, you should change it hourly. It might be that you go back home after work and you change it for the evening to get mellow and things. But I like the fact it can be interchangeable, but it's still substantial. So it's solid 925 sterling silver. got a good sized bail on there, so you could perhaps put it on a leather cord, you could put it on a thicker chain, a really slim chain. It works with lots of different looks. You could put it on a beaded necklace, and then you can see that you've got the filigree there, and you can hear that click. When that's closed, that is really, really secure. So you can put your precious gemstones in there.
I'd like to put one of those kyanites in. We had a small parcel of 4
we did.
kyanites.
Oh, they've gone back now, but yeah.
That would be
most
lovely,
definitely.
just peeking through.
Anna Lee, I've been talking to you about Cornwall. She's just come in for this.
I wonder if you could put a little cerulean in there with studded with some Swarovski Nevets, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Just sort of peeking through, they'd really catch the sunlight.
Definitely. And it might be that you actually create a little beaded heart, have dinkier beads to go in there. An interchangeable look. Lots of people also like to wear their lockets open. And you can actually create pieces of resin as well, that you can then bond into their photographs of the resin. Okay, here we go. The code is HEIL96. 3.64 grams of 95 sterling silver, and it's $19.95. And I think that that is such a beautiful gift for a loved one for Christmas. Birthday is coming up. Stock up for Valentine's Day.
Get ahead of the game.
If you're in the jewellery making business, you've got to think year round, haven't you?
You're 6 to 9 months ahead for the most part, sometimes further.
Yeah. A lot of you know that I have an events company outside of here as well. We've had to place our orders for next Christmas.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So when you're in a line of business, you've always got to think ahead of the game. Especially with imports and things changing all the time, all over the world, and you know.
And you have to be that far ahead of the trend as well, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, they're beautiful.
$19.95, really beautiful.
And the weight of it is something as well. It is a sizable sort of feel in the hand, isn't it? You know that it's there.
Yeah, there's an element of luxury without it being heavy.
Exactly.
But certainly an element of luxury there. You can use your Visa, you can use your MasterCard. Thank you for joining us this evening, and you've got the opportunity just to add onto your order for the next few moments while we're live with you, if you're currently watching at 10 to 10 on this Tuesday evening. I keep forgetting what day it is. I don't know. Okay, let's move on.
I have been eyeing these up for the last hour. Yummy.
I don't know how I feel about presenting these, just sort of, oh yeah, and there's some Sungir Sapphire. I am transported to New Bond Street in London. Looking into a window to a piece of jewellery with no price tag.
Price on application, much?
Oh. They are beautiful.
Sumptuous.
So sumptuous. So sumptuous.
If cinnamon spice had a baby with stained glass and velvet.
Carry on.
That's where I'd be thinking. You've got the warmth of the cinnamon.
Yeah.
You've got the luxury of deep pile velvet.
Yeah.
And you've got the glow of the sun coming through stained glass. So there are 3 elements there, very much in my mind. It sounds a little bit arcane, but that's the way my mind works.
I know.
You sounded like you feel really sorry for me just then.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I just, yeah.
But there is an element of spice, isn't there?
There is. And there's a depth and a warmth to it, and that air of luxury. The golden tones, the warmth, the calibre, the quality. Okay, let's see who's going to get this. They are the final ones. You'll get the best price ever. How? How? Get that valued. Get it valued. What would you make with this?
I would be looking to make a trilogy ring utilising the segments of colour, and in one trilogy ring with a touch of sterling silver wire, I'd recoup my cost with 3 stones.
Cool.
And then the rest of it's mine, and I'd probably just make myself a little bracelet with sterling silver findings, a little charm, one of the leaves we took off that bracelet earlier.
Yeah, nice.
And that would be it, because
Yeah.
I've made my money back already. And the rest of it's mine. There's almost lotus blossom tones as well.
That looks so expensive. I watch a lot of programmes when it's been award ceremonies and things, and they follow people on the red carpet. I can imagine that being photographed. Yeah, you could look at the way it's sparkling.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at it on the screen now. I'm mesmerised by the sparkle of that.
It's astonishingly beautiful.
It is.
Really beautiful.
It is.
And if you wanted to sort of make that go a little bit further, your sterling silver beads in between would look beautiful with it.
I'd like the gold-plated 925, I think, with that.
Yes, it would look beautiful
But
with yellow
silver,
gold.
Yeah, it'd make it pop even more, wouldn't it? Jem, I think I'd like you to choose for the
Can I
last
have the
piece.
puffy squares, please?
Yes, you can. Gorgeous. Again, I'm in my cashmere grey with my wool-lined bed socks and pom-poms.
Oh.
Loungewear.
Oh, the glow on that is
gorgeous.
Astonishing.
What am I doing apart from drinking? Reading a novel. No, not a Bills and Boone. I don't know, something, you know. Something romantic, but not Mills and Boone, no.
Chili Cooper.
A Chili Cooper, yeah. Probably Bunty Annual. No, a Bunty Annual. Yeah. The Four Marys. $7.95. They're gorgeous.
There's
They are,
nothing like Chalcedony for that glow, is there? It's really beautiful.
That is
Delicate
really
sort of
beautiful.
back tone.
DSRU 51 0800 644 655 £7.95. Beautiful. Really beautiful. So, Jem, there endeth the day.
Thanks for having me.
When are you back, chickadee?
Not next week, but the week after. I think it's the Tuesday or the Wednesday. I can't actually remember. I'll put it on my page.
Okay, pop it on your page. I'm back with you on Friday night for a breakaway from the men in my life to come and work with the other men in my life. I'm sure we'll have lots of stories to regale you with. I'm going to have found out by that time what my new car might be, considering our other car has just been written off as someone ploughed into the back of us. Oh, no. That's brilliant. So that'll be a lovely story for Friday. I also might have also decided what colour I'm going to try and paint my kitchen cupboards.
Ooh,
so it's going to be a life-changing show on Friday. I'm looking forward to joining there. Thank you so much for joining us. Keep adding to your order till midnight for that free P&P over £35. I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.
Love JewelleryMaker but don't have an account? You can now purchase items on the JewelleryMaker website through our guest checkout. To do so, select the products you wish to purchase and head over to the shopping basket. Simply enter your email address and select Continue as Guest below. After this, the checkout process is simple. Select your quantity and delivery option and then check out securely. Enter your billing details and either a credit card or PayPal account and proceed to payment. From here, you still have the option to create an account if you wish, making shopping online easier for you. JewelleryMaker. Create, wear, share.
Hi everybody, I've got some exciting news to share with you. Oh, this is how it's going to be.
Don't worry.
Hi everybody, I've got some really exciting news to share with you. I've got some really exciting news to share with you. I'll be able to turn. Oh. Hello everybody, I've got some really exciting news to share with you. I can't tell you very much about it